What's up, Shuki? How you doing, man? Happy Saturday. How's your Saturday going so far? Oh, you guys like my new logo? That's my 1980s logo, Mr. 4K. It has that whole 80s action title star logo on there, Mr. 4K. I'm drinking some Steven Seagal tea. Yeah, I like my tea. Yeah, did you know? I like my tea. I make the best tea. The best China tea. The best Shanghai tea. The best Japanese tea. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? Yeah, if maybe you were watching Steven Seagal movies, you would know that. Ah, ah, mm. You know, I am so good with my hands that I don't even have to hire anybody. You see, I don't feel like I have to hire anybody because they do it for me for free. They would line up around the block to be my stunt double. And I said, yeah, shh, 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 you know. So, yeah. I'm Steven Seagal and Clint Eastwood all mixed together. Yeah. Do you feel lucky, punk? Maybe you should see Gran Torino. And come back to me, clowns. Yeah, I'm 100 years old, and I feel like I'm in my 20s, while you girls still wearing your pantyhoses and dancing like strippers. Why don't you dance for me, strippers? Dance for Clint Eastwood. I'll watch for free, and I'll enjoy it while I'm drinking my Steven Seagal coffee. All right, let's get serious. And then you wonder why people can't get enough of me, no matter where I go. Exactly. But unfortunately, just like any hungry artist, man, I need money too. I mean, what people expect me to do? Like the money's gonna grow right on the trees. Pull it out of the tree. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm not all about the money. You know what I'm saying? I like to entertain people, but people gotta understand, man. How am I supposed to live, dude? What am I supposed to do? Eat cockroaches? You know, I know, cause people are gonna have this conclusion. Oh, he's just transactional. No, I'm not like one of those OnlyFans whores who's just transactional. That's OnlyFans whores, all right? Please, for the love of God, do not compare me to OnlyFans whores, all right? They are transactional. They're all about transaction. All right. Please, for the love of God. I'm reasonable. You can watch this for free. I'm not making you pay. Yes, you have to watch some commercials, but hey, you still get to watch me. But if you really feel like you can't get enough of me and you want to see me, unfiltered, uncut, in its full glory, then it's only $2, man. Look, I get so tired of that. When you hear people say, "Oh, but I need money." Everybody needs money. You hear everybody say, "Oh, but I need money." Yeah, yeah. You and 8.4 billion people on this planet needs money. So that doesn't make you any special. That doesn't make you any uh, center of the universe or revolving around you in a center of the universe. You're not like the center of the galaxy. It's like, come on. But I do try to be reasonable. I'm not like here like begging. You're never gonna see me do this. Like, give me the code for Ghost of Yotei or do this. No, I don't do that. Whenever the hell I am able to play it, I'll play it. Would I like to play it now? Sure, yeah. Would I like to drive Ferrari? Yeah, right now would be nice. Would I like to be on a big yacht with a bunch of Victoria's Secret models putting their lotion oil on me? Yeah, sure, of course. But let's not live in a fantasy bubble. Let's be reasonable. Let's live in a reality. Let's not live in a fantasy bubble. I don't like fantasy. Fantasy. There's a lot of things I don't like. I don't like to be teased. I don't like that. I don't like the foreplay. I don't like that. I don't like to be teased. I don't like to be, none of that crap. Uh, you know, I just like, with me, don't tease me. Don't play with me. Just, either you want to do something for me, you don't. Because then we're just wasting each other's time. We're just dancing around in circles, with the bullshit games, And then, it's just not healthy, man. It's not healthy to have a relationship like that. When they're dancing around you, dancing. And it's like, what are we doing? What is this? This is why I stopped dating, because everything's transactional. Right now, dude, listen. I don't need to remind you how terrible. I mean, this is like the worst time in a humankind civilization history to be dating. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I totally sympathize with you, Shuki, why you stopped dating. Bro, I get it, Shuki. I totally understand where you're coming from. I just want you to know I emphasize. I sympathize with you. I get it. Trust me, I understand. 80s and 90s, they were not stuck up. Sure, yeah, they needed money and they want you to pay for certain things, of course, and you should. As a man, you should pay for dinner and other things. Sure, you should treat them right, but at the same time, but now the problem is it's all about that. Of course, you want to take them out on a nice date. You want to take them out, to beautiful places on a cruise and this and yeah, sure, all of these things. But the problem nowadays is it's all about this transactional. It's like are we having is this like a job interview? Like, what are we doing? What was your how much money did you make this month? What is your net worth yearly? Oh yeah, and how long are you gonna be doing that job? What other professions do you have? What else are you planning for the future, like in terms of like what you want to do business wise? What? What is this? Is this a date, or is this like am I talking to a financial advisor? Or am I talking to a financial advisor? So the dating right now, it's so bad, bro. It is so bad. There's no wonder there's so many single people out there, dude. It is so bad. It's all transactional. It's all about this. It's all about money. They really don't give a shit. Like, you could look like Brad Pitt. You could look like Tom Cruise. You could look like the most good-looking guy on the planet. They don't care. It's like, yeah, yes, you're really good-looking. Oh, yes, I like everything about you, but you can't provide for me. You're broke. I need you to provide. And you should provide, of course. But it seems to be one-sided. They just want you to provide. And they don't want to do nothing. They just want to sit on their ass and do nothing. Well, excuse me. Can you at least cook? What do you do? Just pump out the unit, and just you take care of the kids. Not your problem, not mine. I'm too busy with a trainer over here. I'm gonna suck his dick. No wonder the relationships don't work. No wonder there's so many divorcees out there. And again, I don't want to turn this into a podcast about a relationship, because we're talking about Call of Duty, all right? But I just, people ask me, how come, like, you stopped dating? Like, dude, first of all, I'm old. Look at me. I'm fucking old, man. Who the fuck's gonna date me? And I'm broke. No one's gonna fucking date me, all right? Ever. Even aliens from another planet. Like, nah, hey, it's all right. Thanks. And I don't blame them. I don't blame anybody. But I'm simply saying, like, this is a issue that's a pandemic. And it's really a big problem, dude. Because we need to reproduce. We need to date. We need to, like, this is the common, essential survival of us, as human species. Like, what are we going to do? Like, make love to robots? I guess that's what's going to happen. Well, I can lease this robot. I cannot afford this, dating this chick because she's all transactional. I don't want to be with a transactional OnlyFans girl, That's the last thing I need. It's an OnlyFans girl to be dating me. What about this robot? Well, this robot will be programmed to do exactly what you wanted it to do. And you're like, hey, man, I like it. I like it. And actually, it's not a bad idea. But that's where it's going. But here's a problem with that. Then no one's going to be reproducing. There will be, we'll pay you to donate sperms so we can create babies so people can adopt babies because no one's having a relationship anymore. It's going to be a weird-ass fucking world. 30 years from now, 40 years from now, it's going to be a weird fucking time, dude. And this is all because of greed and money. This whole thing about being selfish and just be transactional. And then taking the advantage of your assets, right? Oh, I know I'm beautiful, so I'm going to take the advantage of that. But you're not going to be beautiful forever. Once you get to the 40s and 50s, you're going to start growing gray hairs. And you're not going to look all that. And then you're going to be alone in your 50s with nobody. And nobody will want to be with you. Nobody will want to do anything with you. So this is what women don't understand these days. And porn, certainly, it's the biggest cancer of them all. Porn is one of the worst cancers that has ever crippled our society. Really. It's everywhere now. It's in your face. You can't even go to a Twitter X without some pornographic shit being like slapped in your face. You can't even go to Instagram with some pornographic shit being slapped in your face. You can even go look at YouTube thumbnails, shorts, without something being slapped in your face as provocative. And this is all bad, bro. This is not good. You know what I mean? But anyway, I know I can have a good... Listen, I used to do podcasts. I know I can do a really good conversation. I know how to do this. I know how to get people interested. But I don't want to do podcasts because podcasts are very tricky. I got... How many times? I got like 2 strikes, man. And after the second strike, I was like, man, I can't do a podcast. I used to do a podcast. I don't know if you know this. Back in 2018, 2019... 2019, we used to do podcasts. Yeah, 2018, 2019, we used to do podcasts. And early 2020, we did podcasts. And I think 2021, that's when we stopped. But I didn't stop doing podcasts because of anybody. Okay, I stopped doing podcasts. I just want to put this out on a record because there's a lot of misinformation. I didn't stop the podcast because of I had a falling out with this person or I had a falling out with that person. I stopped the podcast because I had 2 strikes. And, you can't really... It's hard to control what people say. When you're doing a live podcast, you bring somebody on a live show, right? And I can't control what comes out of their mouth. And they say something that will trigger the algorithm, and then I will get flagged. And that's the issue. That's why I didn't want to do a podcast. That's why I stopped doing podcasts, I wanted to do it again But I decided not to. It's just because you don't know what people are going to say. I can't control what comes out of your mouth, Shuki. I can't control what comes out of somebody else's mouth. And they will say something very controversial that's going to get me in trouble. And that's the last thing I want to do. You know what I mean? And that's why I stopped doing podcasts. That's why I'm strictly just video games, and that's it. And I don't get involved in politics. I don't get involved in none of that stuff because politics separates people. It doesn't bring people together. It divides people. It only fuels more fire to the fire. And that's the last thing I want to do. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to bring people together. I'm trying to unite people. You know. But speaking of relationship, that's something I wanted to mention because it's all transactional nowadays. You know, that's why it's so difficult to have a good relationship. Now, some of you got really lucky, and God bless you. You know, some of you got really lucky. You found the one. Hold on to that. I'm telling you right now, if you found the one and you're happily married and you got kids, do whatever it takes. Hold on to that. Don't screw it up. Don't fuck it up. Sorry for the language. Don't fuck it up. Because you know what's out there. Because you know how bad it is. Don't fuck it up. That's my message to married people. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Because you know what's out there. I don't need to remind you what's out there. YouTube, it's weird. They let everything else on YouTube that we don't want to see and shit, but those don't get in trouble for some reason. Yeah, same thing with the Facebook and Meta Horizon world. I was talking about this yesterday on my video. What went wrong with the Meta Horizon world? What went wrong? Well, it's exactly that. Double standards. Some people are okay to call you names and to insult you, while you try to defend yourself. You can't do that, and you are now the perpetrator. You're the one that's guilty, while they are not, and they're scot-free to do what they want to do. So there's that double standard, and you know, people don't like that. I mean, who the hell would like that? How's that fair? It should be fair, right? Why does this person has a right to call me names and insult me, and he doesn't get punished, but I get punished for confronting him for saying what he said? So there's a lot of that kind of crap going on, and that's why people stop going there. That's why there's like an empty wasteland. You can go there right now. Download the application. Go there, and you'll see there's nobody there. Nobody. Empty, 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 empty. Everything's empty. That's because people are sick and tired of being treated that way. People are not stupid. No one's a fool. People can see through the bullshit, and they can see what's going on. And that's one of the reasons why they stopped going there. And it's one of the reasons I stopped going there. Plus, majority of my friends are not there anymore, so I have no reason to go there. Like, if my friends are not there, like, I have no reason to go there. Like, you know, what am I doing there? Trust me, if I tell you it's not worth it, I've been there. If anybody knows about Meta Horizon World, it's this guy. Trust me. And people who know me, they know that I know. Okay? People who know me, who were there, they know that I know. So they know I'm speaking the facts. They know that I'm not, you know, talking out of my hairy ass. A beautiful shampooed hairy ass, by the way, ladies. Just kidding. Relax. Just can I get away with one hairy ass joke, huh? Okay. Please, YouTube, just one hairy ass joke. I mean, come on. It's a hairy ass joke. With the shampoo, it smells good. So anyway, I speak out of my mouth. All right, I don't speak out of my hairy ass. Shampooed hairy ass. Look, some ladies already left. Oh, he's disgusting. Lord. Yeah, but you're going to go on your Instagram and show me your coochie and spread your cheeks, and that's not disgusting? Yeah, get out of here. Anyway, and they do it in the kitchen, out of all places where you eat. Oh man, what is this? Like a Saturday Night Live, uncensored. It's a Saturday Night Live uncensored, ladies and gentlemen. It's all sad but true. Like Metallica song, sad but true. All right, guys. I think I spent too much time with this intro. 22 minutes of entertainment. Just this one 22 minute of entertainment. It's better than anything else out there on the YouTube. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Sleeping streams. I know, man. Oh, God. Jose can't wait for me to do this. Hi, guys. My name is Mr. Transactional. I'm all about GoFundMe and Patreon. Okay. I even have an OnlyFans, but it's like just where you like see my video games, like what type of video games I play, and you donate money to see the videos of what kind of video games I play. Okay. Because this way, like, you know, like you can help me out. It really helped me out, you know. I also got Rumble, where you can pay like $10 for each video, because it really, those are like short videos, but you know, like it really like helps me out. Transactional. Everything's transactional, man. It's all about money. Yeah. What a sad, pathetic world, man. It's all just about money. No wonder everybody's so like sad and depressed. No one's enjoying life. Everybody's transactional. Everybody's acting, pretending. Man, oh, the amount of phony, fake people. Oh, I know we'll play Call of Duty, but oh, 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 my God. Oh. Yeah. No wonder the alien spaceship is traveling, coming here to save us. It's like it's time. It's time. It's time. You know, talking about that, whatever they call that. I don't know, some kind of number they put. LVT3, whatever they call it, shape 3, ALVT3, whatever they call that shit. A big giant dildo. Yeah, a big giant Hitachi. A big giant Hitachi's coming to save us from ourselves. Yes. 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 Can you believe that? It's so bad. It's so bad that even the civilizations from light years ahead of us, they have to come here. Say, Jesus Christ, man. These guys really can't even wipe their own asses. That's how bad it is, bro. That's how bad. That's how bad situation is right now on the planet. It's like super bad. It is super, 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 stunningly, 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 super, stunningly, super, stunningly, super, horribly, horribly, bad, 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 bad. That a civilization from light, hundreds of millions of light years ahead of us has to come here. Has to come here in a shape of a dildo to save us from ourselves. Yes, to save us from ourselves. That's how bad it is. They need to hurry up. Listen. They need to speed up. Listen, they need to speed up, man. They need to hurry up, man. The longer we wait, the worse it's going to get. They need to hurry up. But anyway, that's my comedy special for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Huh? Called the Improv, Mr. 4K Improv. Did you like it? Huh? Okay. If you did like it, then give me a thumbs up, all right? And if you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Either way, it will work for me. But now it's time to play some Call of Duty. Here we go. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Duty. Call of Duty. The longest franchise ever of first-person shooter multiplayer. You may have unsynced progress. Last played on a boosteroid. Yes, I played on a boosteroid. Yes, did you like that? Microsoft, that I played your game on a boosteroid. Did you like that? I played your game on a boosteroid. Hold on. Give me a second. The boosteroid. Hold on a second, I'm checking something. Just one moment. One moment, please. This is your artificial intelligence speaking. While we're waiting, tell me about your favorite movie. What movie have you seen today? Hi. I think artificial intelligence might save us from ourselves. You never know. Listen, those sex robots are powered by artificial intelligence. They might save us from ourselves. You know, I think these sex robots might help people who are mentally ill. I think they will feel happier. They'll feel good. They'll feel happier. They will start believing that this is the real thing. This is my real girlfriend. This is my real woman. And she will be on forever. Even after I pass away, she will bury me and she will continue on forever and ever. So yeah, maybe this will help people who are mentally ill out there, man. We'll see. And God knows we got a lot of mentally ill people out there. They're floating around this country. They're floating around. They're floating around this country. They're floating around. They're floating around. And we need more of these sex robots, man. We need the price needs to be right. Maybe some kind of monthly payments. I think these guys will pay. Like if it's an affordable, like a $30 a month for a sex robot, that's a good price. Even if you work at McDonald's or Burger King, you can still pay $30 a month for a sex robot powered by artificial intelligence. So, you know, this might be a solution to all the nutcases out there, all the mentally ill people. These sex robots might be able to help them. And these AIs are very smart. They can talk to them. They know what to say to them. And of course, they will pleasure them and make them feel good. And they will be happy. And they will be happy. So you see, I found a solution. I found a solution to this pandemic of lunacy and lunatics out there, mentally ill individuals floating around this country. This will help. I think this will help for the mentally ill. So these sex robots, but they need to make some kind of like financial monthly payments where you only pay $30 a month. I think $30 a month. I think that's a pretty good price. Yes. Maybe not for the Game Pass, but certainly for... How about this? If you pay $30 a month, a monthly payments for this robot, sex robot, you get 12 months free of Xbox Game Pass. So check this out. Not only are you going to be happy because you have a sex robot, AI, that will be there, do everything for you, cook for you, wipe your ass, wash you, pleasure you, everything. But at the same time, you get 12 months free of Xbox Game Pass, and you get to play all these games. And she will play with you. She will play with you as well, so you're not going to be alone. And so you get to play these games. This is a really good solution to this problem that we have, to the mentally ill problem. I think sex robots will save the humanity from itself. From itself. It will save the humanity from itself. Because we need to save ourselves from ourselves. Because we are our worst enemies. So we need artificial intelligent robots to save us from ourselves. Get it? Sadly, Microsoft will raise the price over time again. I know. Okay, after 12 months, all right, $40 a month plus 30. That's, let me see. So that's $70 a month for the sex robot and Game Pass. That's not bad. $70 a month, man. It's beneficial. Like, you will benefit from that. Having a sex robot and Xbox Game Pass together. One package deal for $70. I think that's reasonable. Shuki, I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. Probably. And how come there's no The Crew 2? Not The Crew 2. The Crew Motorfest. Okay, I tell you what. If they included... Alright, how about this? If they had included all of the Ubisoft Plus games, like The Crew Motorfest, and what you call it, Assassin's Creed Shadows, if they had included the Crew Motorfest and Assassin's Creed Shadows and all these other Ubisoft games, maybe, okay, I would say, alright, that's justified. But they don't have Assassin's Creed Shadows. They don't have Pandora, Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. They don't have the Crew Motorfest. Yeah, if they have added Ubisoft Plus, I would say okay, because Ubisoft Plus by itself, it's $18. So if they included the entire Ubisoft Plus package with everything in it, then I would say okay, you get the entire collection of Ubisoft Plus games. You get to play day one releases of Ubisoft exclusives. If they included EA Play Pro and you get to play Battlefield 6 included, okay, then I would say, you know what, man, $30 is justified. Then you know what, then I would say, you know what, guys, $30 is justified. But it's hard to justify $30 with just Ubisoft Plus classics. You see, this is where they made a mistake. Think about it. Think about it. If they included the full collection of Ubisoft Plus games and all their exclusive games, if they included EA Play Pro and you can play Battlefield 6, FC 26, Madden 26, if you can play all of the Ubisoft games, day one releases, including Call of Duty games, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, and all these other day one releases and 1440p streaming, you know what, man? I would say, okay, this is a great value. I would be the first one to raise my hand and say, hey, this is a great value. But it's hard to say this is a great value because what are you getting, right? So here's the thing. Here's what Microsoft is missing out. It's not about that $30. And I think this is the point that Microsoft is missing, and I'm going to try to explain this. It's not about that $30. People will find a way to pay $30, all right? They pay more than $30 on Netflix and Disney Plus, okay? Believe me, they can afford $30. It's not about that $30. It's about the fact that what is the value of that $30? What value am I getting? You know what I'm saying, Shuki? It's about that value. And I think this is where Microsoft made a mistake. They haven't thought about, well, hey, I don't mind you raising the price if it's justified. If it's justified, okay? If you can justify it and tell me, well, look at the value, bro, then no one really can. I wouldn't cancel mine. I would say, okay, listen, I know it's $30, but it's justified. It's being justified $30. All right, I get to play Battlefield 6. I get to play Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I get to play Ninja Gaiden 4. All of these games, I get to save a bunch of money. I can play FC 26. It's included. I can play Formula 1 25 included. You know what? You know what? I'm saving a bunch of money. I got a 1440p streaming. I'm saving a bunch of money. Then people will say, okay, $30 is justified. But they didn't do that. They failed to do that. They failed to justify their price. Okay? People don't mind paying extra, but you got to convince me why X, Y, and Z I need to pay extra. And if you fail, listen, I know how this works. I used to be a sales agent, certified. Remember, I was a certified sales agent, for a little while. Then I quit because I didn't like it. I know how this works. It is my job to convince you why you need to sign up and why you should sign up. But I need to justify to you as to why you should give me your hard-earned cash. And if you can't justify to me why I should give you my hard-earned cash, then I fail. You know, you need to convince me. And if you don't convince me as to why I should pay X, Y, and Z this much, then you fail. You fail as a salesperson. This goes for real estate realtor, right? If you can't convince me why I should put a deposit on this house, why I should go ahead and purchase this house, put a deposit down payment, if you can't convince me, then you fail as a realtor. Because your job as a realtor is to convince me 100% why this is the place for you to raise your family, why this is the neighborhood to be in, where everything is, where's the shopping center, where's the school, where's everything. Is this the good area? You know, how frequently police officers are cruising around this area, right? Is this protected area? Is it a gated community, etc., etc.? Your job as a realtor is to do that. Just like any business, your job is to convince me as to why I should give you my hard-earned cash. And if you can't do that, don't expect people to give you the money. And I think this is where Microsoft failed. It was a terrible presentation. Did you see that video? Oh my God. I was going to do a I can still do a reaction on that video if you guys want me to. If you want me to. But that video, that advertisement commercial was terrible. That was one of the worst, desperate, failed attempts to try to convince you why you should purchase the Game Pass Ultimate. Like, it was so pathetic, it was so bad that I feel sorry for the actress. No, listen, nothing at the actress. Actress' job is just to do her job. Don't get mad at actress. She's doing her job. Her job is to act. That's her job. Her job is she doesn't care if you purchase Game Pass or not. She doesn't give a shit. So, but I feel bad for that actress because she will be the face of that $30 a month. Oh God. Oh man. This is why you don't want to do some commercials, man. Don't do a bad commercial. Oh, again, what is this? How much? What? No. But I guess she needs the money. You know, I don't blame her. But sometimes, man, you want to be careful what kind of commercials you're participating with. What kind of advertisement. Because if it's a terrible advertisement, then you become the face of that advertisement. People remember you. They associate your... that's that girl. I remember her. You were the one advertising that $30 a month. How dare you? And she's like, no, I'm just an actress. Well, how dare you? I don't care. $30 a month. Get out of here. So, I feel bad for her. Because she's an actress. And now she's the face of, You know who should have done that commercial? Phil Spencer should have done that commercial. That's who. You, Phil. Not hiring actors. You, Phil, should have been the one to do that commercial. It's only appropriate that you do that commercial. It's only appropriate that you did that commercial. And explain to us why this is a great value. But anyway, don't expect Phil Spencer to make any appearances, to make any announcements. Nope. He might maybe do a podcast with iJustine, Oh, hi, Phil. He's my boss. Hi. Phil, so great to see you, Phil. Oh, I know. It's always great to be here. I love being here with you, iJustine. I feel so great here. You will not ask me any hard questions. I know. Xbox having a wonderful year. It's so pathetic, man. Like, and what happened to Phil Spencer? Like, how did he, what happened to him? The money. Machiavelli. The money, the absolute power of the money absolutely corrupts. It corrupts you, man. Money is the root of all evil. Well, we just talked about that recently. All the women are transactional. They're all about the money. They won't even fucking talk to you. Unless you're putting out the Benjamins. Oh, hey, talk to me. I just pull out a few Benjamins here. Take it. Take it. Talk to me. And again, he's all about the money. Because life is good. A big daddy, Bill Gates is there with him, supporting him, giving him unlimited money. He makes like $13 million a year. Satya also supports him because Satya is the CEO. So he's really good friends with Satya and Bill Gates, and they're having dinners and lunches and parties and barbecues together, at the Bill Gates house or Satya's house right on that lake in Seattle, in Washington State. And they're all having a great time. They're all enjoying each other. They're having barbecues and they're just loving life, right? So, of course, that's what's changed. That's what's changed with Phil Spencer. If you look at Phil Spencer 30 years ago, he wasn't like this. Even 25 years ago, he wasn't like this. But what changed? The money, fame, it changes you. You start feeling powerful. Man, life is good. I got money. Everybody loves me. that celebrity status. You get high on that shit. You get high on that fucking shit, man. And now he's just about money. Same thing with Jim Ryan. But Jim Ryan kind of let you know. Jim Ryan was very obvious. Jim Ryan was very obvious. He's a suit. He's all about the money. And this is why Yoshida left. A lot of people are asking, why did Yoshida left? Yoshida left because he didn't like what was going on in PlayStation. Because Yoshida understands what made PlayStation a PlayStation was the exclusives. And Yoshida didn't like this whole thing, putting the games on the PC, doing all of this PC stuff. He felt like what makes this console a console is the exclusivity. Just like Nintendo, what makes you can only play Legend of Zelda on the Nintendo, right? Now, there is a ways you can play it on a PC, but you have to go and, go to the Pirate Bay, download the illegal copy of the game. You have to get the all of these illegal, wild Trojan horses, infected softwares, and who the fuck wants to deal with that shit? No, thank you. I don't want to get my fucking, computer infected by Trojan fucking horse. Oh, I just spit on my game. I just spit on. No pun intended. I spit on my computer. I was just talking about the PC and just spit right on my PC. But anyway, you know what I mean. Exclusivity matters. What made consoles is exclusivity, and people forget this. I am a gamer since 1984, just like it says on my channel. And I'm a gamer, so I understand what made Atari so special. What made Nintendo Entertainment System so special. And then Super Nintendo Entertainment so special. What made Sega Genesis so special. What made all these consoles so special. It was the exclusivity of these specific games that you can only play on that brand. And I think these companies they totally forgot that. They totally forgot that. That's what makes console a console. And it's one of the main reasons why Yoshida left. He didn't want to retire. He was still, still good looking. Yeah, he's older, but he's not super old. He's not like super, super, super old. Yoshida could have stayed at Sony if he wanted to. But he decided to get the hell out of there because he didn't like the fact that nobody gave a shit about what he was saying. He's like, man, I've been with this company my entire life, and now you guys are telling me we don't care what you want, we don't care what you say. He wanted Days Gone. Yoshida wanted Days Gone too. But Jim Ryan says, no. Yoshida was like, but there's 250,000 signatures, petition. Don't you think this means something? Jim Ryan's like, bloody hell, no. And what about the Order 1886? Don't you think we should do a sequel? No, we don't want that. No. How about just Returnal? Returnal, mate. And he just made a stupid-ass Returnal game. This is all lack of leadership, guys. If your business goes down the toilet, it's going down the toilet based on who's managing it. All right? If your building complex is rotten and there's a crime there and everything's broken and everything's leaking, the roof is leaking, windows got spider webs all over the place, you got a bunch of rats running around, guess who's responsible for that? A property manager failed to properly manage the place. Because they might be corrupt. Most likely they're all corrupt. Hiring contractors to do these side jobs so that way they can make money on the side. Listen, the corruption breeds like a cancer these days, man. It spreads like a cancer. There's so much corruption everywhere. And this is one of the problems. One of the issues that's crippling our society. It's the amount of corruption that's there. But this corruption happens because of money. Money is the root of all evil. It's the biggest goddamn fucking greed. I wish that the money would never existed, to be honest with you. Seriously. Some kind of other trade deal, whatever. Because money is the root of all evil, man. Okay? And it will be always the root of all evil. Just remember that. All right, nine. All right, nine. Now, nine. Starting to sound like a German. Ja, is it good? Ja. Du hast me? Nine. Nine means nothing. I don't know why I said nine. Because ich haben Sie bitte. Ich nur schlutzen rein meine bitte. Whatever. Sie haben Sie. Ja, Zurich. So listen. Money is the root of all evil. And just remember that. Just remember that. When you finish watching this live stream, when you go take a shit and wipe your ass or talk to whoever you're talking to, just remember, it's all transactional, it's all based on interest, and it's all based on money. The money is the root of all evil. And certainly social media doesn't help that problem. It actually intensifies that problem because social media and internet, it's all about transaction too. It's all about just pumping out the money. Money. How I can profit money from your fucking stupid ass. Oh yeah. That's it. And that's what they're looking for. So that's all I have to say about that. Now let's play. Let's play Call of Duty Black Ops 7, shall we? Early access live now. What's up, Kemi? I'm only getting Battlefield 6. That's all I can afford. I can't afford nothing else. Unless you guys want to give me some free games. You know my email. You know where to send the fucking link, you know? Alright, so let's check out the Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Let's see what this is all about, huh? You guys ready? You guys want to play this? You guys want to play? Not everyone plays Fortnite. What are you talking about, man? I do. I play Fortnite, Shuki. I love Fortnite. The Crew. Oh, dude. Whew. I love Fortnite, The Crew. I actually had a dream that I was playing Fortnite, The Crew last night. Really. It was such a beautiful dream. My weekend is, you know, it's just a weekend. I'm not happy. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm just like in the middle, dude. Neutral fucking feelings. I'm not super happy. I'm not super mad. And I'm super sad. I'm just like, I'm here and I'm here. And I'm here to entertain. So don't expect me, guys, to be this or that or... Okay, I'm neither happy, nor I'm neither sad, nor I'm neither fucking thrilled. None of the above. I'm just here in this, whatever the fuck this experience is. And that's it. And that's how my weekend is. I'm in this fucking experience. And you guys will have to figure that one out for yourself. Whatever the fuck the experience is. I don't care. Good, bad, ugly. I really don't give a shit. Whatever it is. All right. So don't expect me to be happy. No, don't expect me to be fucking mad. No, don't expect nothing from me. Just enjoy the fucking ride. And that's it. Enjoy the ride, guys. That's the only way. El Barto, thank you for that premium, man. Thank you for becoming a premium member, man. I appreciate it. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Looks pretty good, huh? We get to play it early. Training course. Well, let's do a training first, shall we? Nah, it's okay. Don't worry about it, Alberto, man. It's never too late, man. Becoming a premium member, it's never too late. As long as you become a member, man. It's all good. As long as you are the member. Alright, so let's look at the training course. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So this is going to last till Wednesday. Okay, so we'll have this till Wednesday. So all of you out there will have to play till Wednesday. So now you can jump in and play this till Wednesday. And you will have to play it. You'll have to play it till Wednesday. Why you have to play it till Wednesday? Because why would you want to miss out this opportunity? Why do you want to miss out this opportunity to play Call of Duty Black Ops 7? The last time you'll be able to play this will be November 14th. All right.
Remember, Miss Kagan is always watching. Our competitors are ruthless. Prove you have what it takes to protect the guild's interests.
All right. What's the guild? Yeah, it's a more futuristic. Like, it has more like robotic chat AI type futuristic robotic. That's what it looks like. There they are. All right, Chappie, what are we doing? Chappie? Press RT to both targets and hip fire. Okay, cool. I dig this. Thank you, Brendan, for becoming a 5-month member, man. Love you too, bro. Love you, man. I just want to be honest with you guys. You know, if you ask me how am I feeling, it's like I have no feelings. I'm like in the middle, dude. Like whatever. I'm not like neither one of those. Happy or sad or angry or this or that. I'm just in the middle, dude. Like just like in a neutral zone, like a neutral feelings, dude. Which is the best feelings for me. Neutral feelings are the best because if I'm too happy, I know it's a bunch of BS because it's not gonna last fucking too long. And if I'm angry, it's just gonna make me angry. But if I'm neutral, if I'm in a neutral feeling, then I like that because neutral Neutral is the best feeling to be, because when you're neutral, you don't care. Like, whatever. I don't give a shit. You know, what happens? You're just enjoying the experience while it's still here. And that's it. That's where I'm at. I'm like in a neutral feeling, which is probably the best feeling to be. A neutral feeling. All right, so this is the training. So what else do we got to do here? All right. What is this? Deployable armored weaponized groundcraft. Looks like a Metal Gear. Metal Gear, no. So I guess this is the facility where they're creating all of these robots. All right, so what else do I got to do? All right, where's the targets? Where's the targets? So Forge is the name of the company. All right, so we got that. Forge. Forge. That's the name of the company. It's the it's like almost like Tony Stark's, right? It's almost like this is like a Marvel's, like Tony Stark's facility that it's supplying all of these robots as weapons. I just know where I'm supposed to go. Oh, there they are. There they are. I got it. The best thing about the Call of Duty is, I always say, they're always optimized. You know, that's the one thing. That's actually true, because if you look at like all the other first-person shooter games, it's always, there's some issues. But they've been doing this for a long time, dude. Like, Activision has been doing this for a long time, so they're very familiar on how to make these games. You know what I mean? Okay, where's the other target? Oh, there it is. Got him. This is a training mode. Go to the next objective. Okay. Crouch. Next objective. Where's... Where's the next objective? What's with the map? Oh, there they are. What am I supposed to do? Crouch? Crouch and shoot all 3 targets? Nah, Alberto, you don't have to do that, man. That's okay, bro. You've been donating way too much, man. I can't ask of you to do that. Okay, so I'm crouching, and then what? I can't accept that, man. You've been donating, you know what I mean? It just makes me feel bad, bro. You know, it's $70, $70, bro. I can't ask you to do that, man. You know. But I do appreciate that. I mean, I'll play Ghost of Yeti whenever I get a chance, you know. Eventually I will, you know. But you know, you work hard, man, and money these days. We're just talking about how difficult it is with money these days. So the last thing I want to do is to put that pressure on you, you know. You've been donating way too much, man. And I just feel bad. Plus the Bustelo coffee on Amazon, you know what I mean? All that stuff, man, you know. Nah, I do actually. I do. It shouldn't be just you participating. It should be other people as well participating and donating, and you know, it shouldn't be just one person, you know. And I just don't feel like, you know, it's fair that it's just one guy doing it. Other people should, you know, participate as well. Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But you know, I just feel bad that it's just you. You know, others should participate as well. It shouldn't be just you. You know. Like, how badly do they want to see me play it? Well, they can speak with their wallets. How badly they want to see me play it, you know. But I don't want you just to be the one doing it, you know. Because you have donated so much, man. I mean, so many games. I mean, it's ridiculous. Silent Hill 2, Death Stranding 2. I mean, Jesus Christ. List goes on and on. Forza Horizon 5. Bro. But I appreciate it. I really do. That's okay, Brandon, man. You know, you're tight on money too, man. I can ask my regulars, you know. Other people need to step in, man. Listen, if other people, and there's a bunch of people watching, they can participate. They can help out. Listen, all they got to do, listen, here's what they got to do. They don't have to just send me money. All they have to do is put me on that algorithm. The monetization will pay me. But if people are not participating, if they're not sharing the videos, if they're not helping with the views, then I can't get that monetization. I can monetize nothing. And other people need to participate. Because I'm sick and tired of listening of other people telling me how much they like me and all this BS phony crap. Well, show it then. Participate. Share the videos. Where's the subscribers? It's still stuck at 49.2. What are we doing? So a majority out there has to step in. I can't just ask regulars to do it. Majority need to step in and show that they really care and that they really give a shit. I can't just ask my regulars to help, because it's not right, man. It makes me feel bad because I know how difficult it is to make money. I know how everything's so expensive, and it's not right that I just ask you to do it or ask Brendan to do it, because I know how difficult it is for him too as well. So it's just not fair, you know. The others need to step in, and they can step in. They can help out. They can help me get on that algorithm, get the views, and then I'll have enough money by the end of the month where I won't have to ask anybody, can I afford the video game? But they need to step in. But they're not stepping in. That's the issue. That's the problem. There's a bunch of phonies out there pretending that they like what I do, but they don't really. Because if you like what I do, then what's going on? The numbers don't lie. The analytics don't lie. Okay, why are we stuck at 49,000? We should be at the 50,000. We should be at 52, 53, 54,000. So that means they're not coming back to this channel. They're just fly-by-nights. They're just like whatever. So this is just being honest. I appreciate you trying to send me that $70. I do. But I can't accept, dude. I just can't accept it, man. I just can't accept, my regulars. Because you guys already helping. You guys already participating. You're already paying $2 a month. And then I have to ask my regulars to do it. Where's all the others? Others who are subscribed to me need to step in. They need to share the videos, like the videos, leave a comment. They're not participating. And that's the problem, dude. And if they're not participating, then I'm never going to get to that damn algorithm, if they're just talking a bunch of phony, fake nonsense. Thank you, Shuki. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for that $10. Thank you. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I know for you that's man, because I know your situation. I know how tight it is for you as well, man. I know you guys are dealing with your own problems and financially and whatnot. And the last thing I want to do, man, is because I know how tough it is out there, man. I know how fucked up it is out there, situation economically and everything. And the last thing I want to do is like ask my regulars, like, other people need to step in, dude. They need to step in. And if they like what I'm doing, if people like all the hard work I put into, all the energy and effort I put into, if they want to show that appreciation, they can show that appreciation by sharing the videos. Share the videos. That's it. Put it out there. Share it. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your Instagram. Share it on whatever. Reddit. I don't care where you share it. But make sure you share it. Share it, like it, subscribe, leave comments. Then algorithm on the AI will pick up on that, and the algorithm will push that. But if you guys are not doing that, how do I know that the majority is not doing that? Because YouTube told me, analytics told me that they're not doing it. And I don't know why. All right. I mean, I put a lot of effort, man. I entertain people. I do the best I can. But if people just whatever, then I guess, then we'll just be whatever, Oh, Brendan, you don't have to do that, man. Thank you. Guys, please stop. You don't have to do that, man. I feel like Keanu Reeves, like, please, guys, don't. No. I mean, I appreciate it, but others need to do that. I know you, Brendan. I know Shuki. I know Kemi. I know Jose. I know, El Barto. I know you guys. But, even Mr. Mike has donated. Even he has donated for PlayStation Plus and other games. And It's those are my regulars. Like, you guys are my regulars. So it's like, it's kind of like asking a family member to help. So you guys are my regulars, and I appreciate, that $20 and $10, but I can't ask you, to give me that $70. It's just too much, man. El Barto, I just can't, and I appreciate, I really do, man. I know, but it just makes me feel bad. It really, because I know what you're dealing with, Brendan. I know your situation, because I know you personally, and I know what you're dealing with. You got a lot of stuff you got to deal with financially, and then helping your mom and everything, and you got a lot of responsibilities, and I know how difficult it is, and I know for Shuki the same thing. Helping his parents and everything. I know how difficult it is. I mean, for all of you guys. And it really, man, it's just... And I know El Barto, he works really, really hard. And then, he donates this money. I know how difficult it is to make that money. It just makes me feel bad that I'm asking, that my regulars are the only one doing it. I mean, I appreciate that my regulars, you're like a family to me, guys, that you guys are doing it. But I'm just disappointed by majority out there of phonies. They're out there, oh, come on, man. Alberto, man, you didn't have to do that $100, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you, Alberto, for that 100. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. That's, right there. It's 130. 130, which I will, of course, have to wait till November till I can finally get that money. So it doesn't go directly to me. It'll be deducted from, by the end of this month, beginning of November. So in November, I will see that. I'll see that money. But, dude, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. I really do. I really do. I really do, man. Well, I guess maybe in November we can do Agosto Yote. In November. Well, there you go. November. But for now, we're stuck with not with Call of Duty. For now, we're stuck with Battlefield 6. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. And again, it really makes me feel bad that it's coming from you guys. Because you guys have participated so much, you have donated so much, and I'm like forever grateful that you guys are doing that. But I'm also disappointed by majority out there. And again, it's not about the money. It's about, guys, it's about participating and helping the channel. If you can't afford to donate, that's okay. I'm not asking everybody go ahead and donate. What I'm simply asking is, you can participate by sharing the video, liking the video, leaving the comment, participating with the channel. But if you're not participating, if you're not sharing the channel, if you're not leaving the comments, if you're not sharing the video, and if you're not subscribing, there's a 50% of you who visited the channel, and 50% of you never subscribed. And that was in September. Now in October, there's a 90% of you. Now, beginning of October, there was 90% of you who just visited the channel but never subscribed. Like, what's up with that? There's a 90% of you that have visited the channel. Now, in September it was a little bit better because it was only 50%, so that's not a bad number. But at the beginning of October, or looking at my analytics on October, there was only 90% of you came in, and not a single one of you subscribed. Like, what are we doing? Like, how do you expect this channel to grow? How do you expect to support this channel if if you can't even subscribe? Like a simple click subscribe. You know, the simplest thing. I subscribe to so many channels, dude, because it's so easy. And it's, I don't know what's going on, dude. I don't know what it is. You know, it's a mystery to me as it is to you. Like 90% came in on the traffic, but nobody subscribed. Like, what's up with that? You know, so others need to step in. Other people need to step in, man. They need to step in. Thank you, Alberto. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't understand it, man. 90%. October was 50% that came in. But still, even, I mean, in September, I'm sorry. In September was 50% that came in to visit the channel, but nobody subscribed. And I was like, okay, it's only 50%. But then October, I had like 90% of people come in to check out my channel. And nobody subscribed. I mean, they looked at the video and they were like, click, leave, click, leave, click, leave. And none of them even finished the video to watch the whole thing, you know. I don't get that, man. Like, how about watch my videos first and finish watching my videos and then make your decision? Don't have that knee-jerk reaction of trying to judge me based on my looks or based on how I sound. How about you actually finish my goddamn video, watch the goddamn video, and then make your damn, you know, opinion, whatever that opinion is. You know, but this mistreatment, man, of the way I'm being mistreated, bro. These a-holes won't even finish the goddamn video. Just at least finish the goddamn video, man, and then make your goddamn judgment. Whatever your opinion is. They just click on the video for 1 second and they leave. So what do you know about my video? What do you know about my channel if you just click for 1 minute and you leave? So yeah, and sadly there's 90% of assholes out there who just click and leave. But they're more than happy to go to these prima donnas, YouTubers, you know, these big time YouTubers out there who are just looking for money and clicks and views. They don't even care about the entertainment. They don't even care about putting out on the show. They're just reading the news. Yeah, they're just basically reading the news. They're going to tell you their opinion about the news. You know, I'm trying to create something different here. I'm trying to create a cool community of people. Why am I not in a public chat? I'm not in a public chat because I don't want the garbage that's out there. And the internet, it's full of weird individuals. Weird ass fucking people. We were just talking about how fucking weird it is. I'm not looking for that. I mean, I clearly explained this. And my rules are simple. Like, people say, why am I blocked? Well, you broke the common sense. You didn't bring any common sense. Bring a common sense and you'll be okay. But when you don't bring common sense, when you are just injecting, you know, weird stuff, talking about Earth is not real, nothing is real, nothing exists, everything's holographic imagery, and then you're making false statements. I'm sorry, dude. That doesn't make you funny, that doesn't make you interesting, that just makes you look weird. And then I have to do what I have to do because you're not bringing common sense. Now, you can joke. You can bring jokes. We just joked earlier, beginning of this live stream. I was doing nothing but jokes. We were talking about relationships. I was joking. We were talking about other issues and subjects like artificial intelligent robots. We were making jokes. We were joking. I was doing Steven Seagal and Clint Eastwood impression early on. You know, but you can joke, but it has to be the context of the joke the comedy has to have a good context. And if your context is insulting somebody or putting hateful slurs, my friend, that it's not comedy. That it's hateful speech, and that it's you having some sort of an agenda against somebody whom you don't like. And people have a difficult time distinguishing the difference between a comedy everybody can fucking laugh and then insulting somebody using very foul language to insult somebody, calling them names. And this is why I say my channel has one simple rule. That's common sense. And if you don't have a common sense, dude, you're just wasting my oxygen. So, but you're never going to be blocked for making jokes that we can all laugh. Even you can roast me. Fine, roast me. I have no problem with that. But it's how you roast me. Are you roasting me or are you insulting me? They're two different things. And some people, they just don't seem to understand the difference between the two. Like this generation doesn't get it. They have totally lost the common sense of what comedy is and what it means. They don't know they can't make any jokes, they can't make anything funny because they don't understand the basic core principle of what makes something funny and what doesn't make something funny. And this is why I keep having this one rule on my channel. And the one rule is common sense. Well, I like to use common sense. Like, don't you just use common sense. And of course, common sense goes with everything. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a cunt. This is part of common sense, you know. But anyway, let's play. Time for some Doritos, man. You guys paid for it. Might as well have some Doritos, right? Let's have some Doritos. You guys paid for it, right? Might as well enjoy it. Here, you guys, you want some Doritos? Here. And then some people come to a chat and they want to talk about what they want to talk about. I'm sorry. You can't just talk about what you want to talk about. You need to focus on what we're talking about. I'm the host. We're talking about whatever it is the subject we're talking about. Let's stick to that subject. You know, subject of a video game, right? That also comes with a common sense. Like, if we're talking about a video game and then you're talking to me about some weird shit, sorry.
Team deathmatch. Success guarantees continued access to
You know what I mean?
benefits.
It's the common sense. Oh, look! We can run on the walls. Well, this is like advanced warfare, dude. It's like a Titanfall. Hold on. Yo, this is a Titanfall. Come here. Trying to get familiar with the map. What the hell? Why are these guys standing around?
my mark.
Yeah, you can join me, guys. If you want to join me, join me. Join me. Join me. Guys, join me. Guys, join me. I'm on the Xbox. Join me.
Enemy movement.
The advantage is ours. Hold it.
Join me.
Hostile pinpoint grenade.
Join me. I'll tell you what, man. I'll even
DC is nearing zero. Close the deal.
I'll even open up a party chat, bro. Join me, guys. Join me. Join me. For the love of God, join me. All right, 17 minutes, man. I can wait. Join me. Join me. When I tell people to join me, they join me. Join me. Join me. I'll open up the party chat. The party. Hopefully this works.
Outstanding.
How do I do a party chat? Join me. Join me. How do you join me? I don't know how to do a how do you do a party chat? I forgot how to do that. Seriously. Oh, that's how. Oh wait, I'm peering. I need to be online. Join me. Join me. Hey guys, can you hear me? It's me, John Wick. Hello. Hi. Anybody home? It's me, Baba Yaga. Join me. I really appreciate it, guys. The donations, $130. I really appreciate that.
Hard point. All units.
This
mission area
means-
designated a fuck 'em up zone.
This means we'll be able to play Ghost of Yotei in November. Look, it's better than, it's better late than never, right? So November
Now we have to keep
we'll play Ghost of Yotei. But this week we have Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and then Friday we have Battlefield 6. So it's all good.
in my sight.
But November we'll have Ghost of Yotei. It's only a 1 month wait, you know, it's not a big deal. It's next month, man. Better late than never, right?
Hard point identified. The guild took the hard point. Got the hard point. Hardpoint active.
I'm trying to get familiar with the map over here. And I wasn't trying to be a like prick earlier, guys. I was just like,
The guild
I wanted to be honest with you. You know how people are never honest with you, and when you ask them how was your weekend, how you doing, and they tell you lie, and they lie to you. I don't want to lie to you, and they tell you, oh, yeah, everything's great, I'm doing great, when they're not really doing great. So I just want to be honest. I want to tell you that like, I am just in the middle, which is a good thing. I'm in a middle, in a like
the hardpoint.
what's the word I'm trying to use? Not attached to like either good feelings or bad feelings or whatever feelings. I'm just like a neutral feelings, which is the best way for me to be, is just to have a neutral feelings,
The hardpoint.
neutral emotions. Because if I get emotionally attached to something, then I get angry, then I get pissed off, and that's not where I want to be. So I just want to be as real as possible with people, because I don't, because if I lie to you, then it just makes me look like another stereotype lying a-hole, asshole, because you're just pretending, you know. So I am just, you know, neither angry, neither bad, nor I don't have any negative feelings. I don't have any positive feelings. I just have neutral feelings. And these are the best feelings, to be neutral. The same feelings that Shuki has. Yeah, I took this from Shuki. Shuki is my therapist, believe it or not. Now all of you guys are my therapists. What are you talking about? You guys, you know, make me realize, you know, certain things in life, which are important, which are not important, and just, you know, neutral feelings are the best. I mean, thank God, thank you, Lord, that I have neutral feelings. There's absolutely, listen, guys, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having neutral feelings. That doesn't make you look bad. It doesn't make you look like an asshole. It just makes you look balanced. And I would rather have a balanced human being than some emotionally involved, super happy being or super angry being. Being balanced, it's a neutral feeling. It's the best feeling to have. In today's crazy, I don't need to remind you how crazy it is out there. We don't even have to talk about it. You know how crazy it is. I don't need to remind you. So this is why it's important for me that we have neutral feelings.
Hardpoint is active.
Please join me on a party chat.
Hardpoint locked down.
I'm on a party. Party's open on Xbox. Please, guys, join me. Join me! I cannot invite Shuki because he doesn't have a microphone. But I'll wait for Brendan. Maybe Kemi when he comes back. I don't know. I know Kemi is busy playing Legend of Zelda, right? I think Kemi told me he's busy playing Legend of Zelda,
Got the hardpoint.
Breath of the Wild. So, but if you want to, Kemi, you can always jump in whenever you feel like it.
Hardpoint identified.
But I gotta tell you, man, with that voice, Shuki, man, you should be an actor, like a voice actor. It's like a mixture of Australian and British, but it's not really British. It's more like Australian, like the Russell Crowe type, like, or Eric Bana type. Look, I'm just telling you, man. It's as a compliment, brother. It's just a compliment that you have a really cool voice. Yeah. What's up, Dominic?
You are incoming. Hostile UAV established.
Hey, Brendan, welcome in. How are you?
Hardpoint located.
Okay.
Hey, thank you for that donation. I really appreciate it, man. You know, I know it's.
You're welcome.
I know how difficult it is for you too, man. You got a lot of responsibilities. You got to take care of your mom. You got to take care of your nieces and nephews, and I know how busy you are, man. And plus working, and I really appreciate it. I really do, man. And I feel bad. I feel bad that it's you doing it because you donated so much, man. You've been subscribed for so many months, man. You have done so much. El Barto has done so much. Shuki has been here. Kemi has been here. He never, you know, neither you and him ever quit. Always been here. You know, and you guys are my regulars. Hey, Dominic, how are you, brother? You guys are my regulars, and and I feel bad, you know, like that my regulars are the only one. Like, it's kind of like asking a family to help you out. It's kind of like that. And I'm like, wow, it's always my regulars that help me out, like, you know. And where's all the other individuals, like, who could, you know, help this channel and promote the channel and put the channel out there on you know, on the algorithm. That's all I need is just the algorithm, man. Put me on that algorithm and monetization will come. Yeah. And it's sad to see there's like 90% of traffic and nobody subscribed. September was 50% of traffic and nobody subscribed. And now, the beginning of October, I was checking actually earlier today, it's a 90%. And nobody subscribed. And I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hold on, let me just do something here really quick. I want to go to the sound so people can hear. Yeah, I think the master volume will bring it down a little bit. Like 64. Keep it at 64. There we go. That's better. So that way people can hear you.
I'm just waiting 4 minutes to download.
Yeah. How have you been, man? How you feeling?
I've been okay.
Yeah, I know. Same thing here, man. It's been a crazy year. Huh? What a roller coaster!
Yeah.
What a roller coaster of a year, man. And one thing after another, right? Non-stop. So I forgot to tell you, I went to the Meta Horizon World the other night. Was it like the other night? Yeah. And I was surprised how empty it is. And there's nobody there.
So that's all.
Yeah, nobody. It's like, and then I did a little bit of research, and basically a lot of employees have quit. Developers are they quit. No one's like really putting any effort into the service, and even VR chat was empty. I was like, what's going on? So yeah, man. Like, sadly, there's nothing going on Horizon. But let me ask you, Brendan, how do you feel about the Game Pass and the fact that they raised the price? What do you think?
Raises is bad.
I know, right? Ridiculous. Considering how bad.
I might keep in mind.
I already canceled mine. I only have it till November 14th, so I'm using it till November 14th. You know.
Mine is the 17th of this month.
Mine is 4. I don't know why they didn't charge me for this month. They never explained to me why they didn't charge me for this month. Like, I don't know why. Because I only paid for 1 month for September, right? And we're already in October, and they never charged me for this month. And I'm trying to understand why. I mean, I appreciate that they are not charging me for this month, but it's like they never wrote me a letter to explain why they're not. Like, maybe Phil Spencer wants me to stay. Phil Spencer wants me to stay. You know, he's my friend. Well, he's a friend of. Well, I wouldn't say he's my like friend, but he's like I don't know him personally. I never spoke to him, but he's on my friend list. Who's ready for some Battlefield 6? Yes, Dominic, but not on PC. It'll be on a console, because on the PC there's a secure boot, and you got to go through a secure boot, and it's a bit of a hassle to boot.
UAV established above.
So I don't know
Hardpoint
about
identified.
about the PC version. Maybe I think console. Everybody should just play a console version. Honestly,
I'm gonna play on
Hardpoint is
PlayStation.
active.
me too. Yeah.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
I'm buying it on the PlayStation.
Yeah, that's why I bought my NASCAR game too.
Yeah. When is NASCAR coming?
Next Friday.
Wow. Wow, dude. So many games. And Ghost of Tay and I mean these games are $70 each, like Jesus. Right?
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, $70.
It's crazy how everything has become so expensive. Even though they know the economy. And let's be honest, economy's not that
Took the
good.
hardpoint.
Just like the LAX Xbox. Too much.
Yeah. I mean, people work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, man. Some people are working like 24/7. They just come home to sleep and go back. And it's like, and and they still barely they can save any money. I mean, in some parts of other worlds, man, it's even worse. In Brazil, I don't know how people live in Brazil.
It's expensive.
Dude, man, did you see the prices like in Brazil?
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, Dominic, you should dust off the console. Use the PlayStation version or Xbox, doesn't matter. Because
Go to sit, scrub, and burn.
securing the boot on a PC, it's such a pain in the ass, sorry for the language, that even if you're a tech savvy guy, there's still no guarantees on a Windows 10, Windows 11 that it will work. And if you activate successfully this secure boot, it might affect some other games. So do you want to do that just for one game? Do you want to go through all that hassle? Do you want to roll the dice? My answer is no. I can play it on a console. It's much easier, much quicker, much faster for me to play it on a console. So, and I already made a decision. It's going to be a PlayStation 5. Of course, PlayStation 5 version.
How's it going, guys? Can you guys hear me?
Hey, what's up, Kemi?
Yeah.
I can hear you, man, loud and clear, super crystal clear. Yeah, it's
How
coming.
you guys
in.
been?
Well, we just talked about that. Neutral feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what it is. It's not like that I'm trying to be a prick or not. I'm trying to be like an asshole or something. People get the wrong idea. Just like people ask me, I would rather be honest and tell people honestly. I'm like a neutral feelings, which is actually good. That means I'm in a balance mode. I'm not like in a super happy emotional mode, nor am I in a super angry mode. And if you're in a super happy emotional mode, that's also not good, because people who are heavily emotional, they do stupid things. People who are, of course, super on a negative angry mode, they'll do a lot of crazy stupid shit. So being in a neutral mode, it's neutral feeling. It's like, hey, I'm just here to experience this, and that's that. What happens happens.
Oh, you gotta invite me to the
Yeah, let me invite
game.
you. Did you
Yeah, download it already.
you're a download? Let me invite you. So how you been, Kemi? Neutral feelings too?
Yeah, I've been all right for the. I've been all right for the most part. Nothing too dramatic.
Yeah. But that's
Nothing
good.
special.
But that's good. It's just,
Yeah.
enjoying the life and experience, and that's it for whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Look at, what matters and not worry about stuff you can't control, Just focus on that. Now, how about the Xbox, huh? The
Oh,
gift,
yeah. Actually, you know what?
the gift
I was
that
gonna
keeps
write
on
it-
giving.
I
I
was
want to
gonna
hear your
write it, but it
opinion. I want you to talk, man, and you have the floor, man, because I want to hear your opinion on it, man. Go ahead, Kemi.
Like, I was gonna actually mention this, but it would take too long to type it. So I figured next time I see you in the chat, in the party chat, I would say this. But I think a couple days ago you made the video where you were talking about Game Pass, increased their prices, and you canceled your membership, right?
Yeah.
But in that video you had said that that you read in, like, maybe in the Reddit or some like private I don't know, some private chat or somewhere where Xbox was going to be canceling the day one access for the members, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you weren't sure. Actually, yesterday I was just like, before I went to bed, I was just flicking on YouTube, and you're actually 100% right about that, because remember that guy, that bigger YouTuber, Penguin guy, like the Penguin guy with the long hair. He looks like Jesus.
Yeah, Charlie.
Like that
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah. That guy.
He's
and
in Florida
Asmongold,
here,
they made
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. That guy and Asmongold, they actually made a video confirming what you said. So I forget the exact date,
Jesus.
but that's even worse. Like, forget raising the price, but now you're taking away like day one access. Like, what's the point of even getting it for real? You know, like the day one access was like, you know, that's the reason to get it. Now, like I wrote you, like when I commented on that video, it's actually now it's just cheaper for you to go to buy the game than to pay like 360, because it's 360 American plus tax, right, for the whole year for Game Pass, right? So when you think about it, you know, you're better off just going and buying like your favorite AAA game that they release once or twice that year than getting Game Pass at this point, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, I'm thinking maybe like, because right now, you know, I'm hearing the majority of Xbox players are canceling their subscription.
Oh, it's done.
It's not like, yeah, it's
I've
not
done
like
it.
a few people.
Everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not only you. It's like some like people who have a lot of money. They canceled it based on principle, right? They're like, okay, yeah, I got the money, but you know, I don't want to get my pants pulled down, you know,
Exactly.
you know, and get robbed, you know. So the fact that so many people are canceling it, don't be surprised if Microsoft says, you know what, we made a catastrophic mistake here. We need to like revert
They might.
this
Oh,
decision.
by the way, just for the record, in case people are wondering, they're going to say, oh, he's a hypocrite, meaning me. Well,
Yeah.
the reason I'm playing this because I have still have access till November 14th. So why wouldn't I take the advantage to check out the Black Ops 7? You
Yeah,
know?
of course.
You know, so it does, you know, so I want people just for the records, because I know they're going to say, oh, you see, he's flip-flopping or something. No, it's just because I have it available, so why wouldn't I take the advantage? But at the November 14th, it is over. It's finito. It's finished. You know.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
everybody who has Game Pass is doing the same thing you're doing. They're going to use up their membership until it expires, right?
Exactly.
Like it makes no sense to cancel it and you still have like
And not
3,
play
4
it.
weeks
And not play it.
play it, right? You may as well, right?
Yeah, take the advantage
So-
of it, right?
Yeah, right. So I mean, it's common sense. The same
Yeah.
thing when you had the same thing when you canceled the Nvidia. What was it?
Oh my God.
Nvidia.
my God.
You know the streaming online.
GeForce Now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. When you canceled the GeForce Now, you still had like 3 weeks. You may as
And
well
I
use
used
it
it.
up.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
So
You know what they did to me?
What did it do?
I had 6 months, right? I had to December, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they gave me 50/80. They canceled my account.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's free now on my account.
Wow,
They
dude.
want you to pay for a month or 12 months. They canceled the 6 months then.
What's
So
going
everybody
on?
got screwed.
What's going on with these? Like, here's what I don't understand, Kemi. These companies, they make trillions. Like Microsoft, $3 trillion net worth. I actually looked this
Yeah.
up. 3 trillion, and Nvidia is in billions. Like, it's not like they're hurting for money. Okay, let's just be frank here. And they got wealth. They're wealthy. They're not just rich. They're wealthy. And I'm like, why are they like? How much of that greed do you really need, man? They have opportunity to make a company grow as one of the best companies, right? Xbox had that opportunity. All of these companies, they have the opportunity to really seize the deal and seize the moment and make all the right decisions. I don't understand, when did this start? It wasn't like this always, man. Yeah, every company wants to make money, but I don't remember it was like this bad, Kemi, where the greed was just rampant. It was just like non-stop, man. The greed is everywhere. Well, we talked about relationships earlier, right? You know, how the women are so transactional now. It's all about transactions, like, you know, what you will do for me? How much money do you have, right? How much you will pay? That's why the relationship, that's why I said, you know, people just will be buying, you know, sex robots, and that's it. Just have sex robots.
yeah.
It's like, it's easy. She won't have to bother me. She'll do what I tell her to do. She'll play video games with me, whatever. She'll cook for me. She'll
Exactly.
do whatever I ask her to do. She'll serve me right. So why should I waste my time, you know, with some OnlyFans girl, you know, asking me about how much money did I make this month and how much money am I gonna make this year. And
Damn.
yeah, it's like when you go on a date nowadays, it's like a job interview. Like, oh, what is your bank?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how much did you make this month?
It's more like what can you do for me?
Yeah,
It is,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is. It's so pathetic, man. And you know what's funny? What they don't realize, you're not always not going to be beautiful. You're gonna get old. You're gonna be 50, 60, got wrinkles and shit, and then no one's gonna want to be with you. No one will give a shit, right? And they're like, oh, I'm all alone. Yeah, no shit. You're now all
Yeah,
alone.
I think with these companies is that they've come to a point where they think we can charge them whatever and they're gonna pay it. Yeah, some of them will complain, but the majority will pay it. Like look at Nintendo Switch 2, right? Like the price for that console, it's crazy. Like yeah, it's a
$500
decent console,
man.
Yeah, but
Canada
it's
is
not-
600,
yeah,
right? 600.
Yeah, no, it's $6.99.
Jesus
$6.99
Christ.
for the one with Mario, right?
Jesus
But,
Christ.
Like you gotta know tech, right? And you could say, okay, even if you're a Nintendo guy, like I mean, and like the Nintendo Switch 2, we all know it's not a PS5 Pro. It's not an Xbox Series X like type of power performance, right? From what I've seen right now, there's very limited games on the Switch 2 that are actually designed for the Switch 2. So they figured, you know what, we're gonna charge you whatever we want, and our Nintendo fans will pay for it. Now, before it came out, everybody was complaining, but what happened? Everybody still bought it, right? So these companies, they're like, all right, see, we told you so. You guys are gonna say you're not gonna play, you're gonna complain, you're gonna write some vlogs, you know, you're gonna make a bunch of YouTube videos, but once it releases, all of you guys are gonna line up and then you're gonna go and buy it anyways, right? So that's the problem with gamers. A lot of them say they're not gonna get it, or they're not gonna do this, but when the game comes out, secretly they go and they get it, right?
Yes.
That's the problem. So these companies say, oh, fuck it. Sorry. These companies say, you know what, forget it, man.
The
These guys are
shills.
just
The
saying that.
shills. Who's
Yeah,
shilling.
at the
Yeah,
end of the day, yeah, well, sure, some of them are not gonna buy it, but the majority of them probably will buy it, and
Yeah.
the ones who can't, well, they're gonna find a way to do it. They're gonna go sell whatever they have. and they're gonna-
Loyalist, or they trade in.
Yeah,
Yeah, they figure out
Yeah.
their way. Yeah.
yeah, so they're gonna figure out a way, and regardless, you know, we're gonna make our money, right? So I think with Game Pass, they're doing the same thing. They're like, well, you know what, we're gonna raise the price, and you know, they're gonna pay. But I think the difference with Game Pass though is like, okay,
What's
now,
the value?
I don't support. Yeah, like
What's the
I don't
value?
support.
Yeah.
I don't support even PlayStation raising their price. But I could see the argument with PlayStation saying, hey, listen, we're the number one console in the world.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing our stuff.
And it's only
You know, so
$20. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
You know? Yeah.
but the Xbox, you know, like who has a Series X still today? Most people have sold
Nobody.
it. Or they're-
Costco
or they're
doesn't. Did
afraid.
you hear about the
Yeah,
Costco?
Yeah,
Costco
exactly.
doesn't even accept it anymore.
Not only that, I heard Best Buy soon will not even be carrying it. Like some
Only
Best
PS5
Buy,
Pro, which is good for me.
Yeah. So like you know, and some people and the people who have Series X, they don't even want to admit it anymore, right? That they have a Series X. So and look, okay, Game Pass might be a good value, but from what I've seen from the statistics, they're not getting a lot of new players. They're just getting the same players they had just subscribed.
And you keep forgetting one thing, Kemi, which is proven fact now. Digital Foundry has actually proven this. PlayStation games, they play better. All of these
Oh, yeah,
Xbox
for sure.
games, they play better. Every game that comes out, you'll see Battlefield 6 like a
course,
charm.
of course.
I mean, you look
Yeah.
at the Ghost of Yotei, it looks beautiful, man. It looks unbelievable.
Yeah.
Even native 4K at 30 on a base PS5 just looks fantastic.
Yeah.
They do
Like
have a
my thing
performance mode. They do have performance, but like even on a base PS5, it just runs
Yeah,
amazing.
it looks nice on the performance mode.
Yeah.
But my thing is like Xbox. I don't understand the thinking is like you're not doing well to begin with. Your service at best is average. Like Game Pass is average, right?
Yeah.
What gives you?
What value?
Yeah, like what gives you the incentive to say, you know what, we're going down. You know, the only reason we're surviving right now is because we're selling our games to Sony players. What is giving us the incentive now to say we're going to charge you 50%? We're going to charge the customers who we still have, who are loyal to us for
Yeah.
whatever reason. Why? Who came up with the idea that like, listen, let's go screw them over, pull their pants down, and charge them 50%? You know, it doesn't make sense. I could understand if they were doing really well and they had like amazing AAA games coming out there non-stop
Yeah,
bangers every other
super
month.
exclusives.
Then you'll be like, yeah, it's
AAA.
worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. But think about it, what's the last like really AAA game that you've seen on Game Pass that you're like, yeah, man, I want to.
Oh,
Redfall.
Redfall, big time.
That's what I'm saying, right? But that's why I said for $360, that's the cost of the series of the Game Pass right now. After they do the change, it's going to be $360 for the year, American plus tax. So I don't know how much tax they charge you, but it's going to be plus tax, $360. If you think about it, realistically, how many AAA games does Xbox release in a year? 1 or 2 maybe? You're better off going and buying those AAA games.
But here's the problem. Not only do they not have any AAA games, but now they don't even have any exclusives because none of these games are like Ninja Gaiden 4. Yeah, it's coming to PS5. What else? The Outer Worlds 2 will certainly be on the PlayStation 5. This is like 100%. Forza Horizon 6 coming to PS5.
Even that new Gears of War, aren't they releasing a new Gears of War? What do they call it? Gears of War, like a new one, isn't there? Like a new one coming out?
Reloaded? I have Reloaded. But the new one, yeah, E-Day will be coming PS5.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking exactly. That's what I'm saying. That E-Day one,
yeah,
I guarantee you it's going to come to PlayStation 5. And Microsoft knows.
And Halo's next, you know that, next year.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is just like, okay, I'm breaking the news right now. Spoilers warning. Halo's coming next year. It's just so everybody understands.
Of course. I remember a long time ago I told you the problem with Game Pass is like, okay, with Game Pass, it's great for the users, but it's horrible for the company. Because think about it, I forget which YouTuber, but they made this analogy. If you notice, PlayStation, yeah, they have PS Plus, but PS Plus is not their bread and butter. Selling you high-end AAA games like Yote, Spider-Man, Wolverine, these are where they make their money. And you'll notice, like right now, the statistics is that Yote is like the #1 selling PlayStation pre-order of all time right now.
Oh yeah.
So it goes to show you that PlayStation players don't mind spending $70 or $100 Canadian for the game because they know they're getting quality, right?
And
so
it looks fucking amazing. Sorry for the language, man. It looks fucking amazing, dude.
But the problem with Game Pass, is like the Xbox players have gotten used to getting everything for free. That now, when Xbox says, "Listen, we want you to pay full price," the players are like, no, we want to wait till it gets free because they've gotten used to the product being for free. So they're like, we're just going to wait you out 6 months. We'll wait 6 months and then it'll be on Game Pass. That's the problem. So the games are taking a dive because Xbox players
speaking
don't
of
want to pay for it.
Yote, the developer says, like, it depends on how you want to play. Like, if you just go really fast, like super fast, speed running like an idiot, even speeding like an idiot, 50 hours. But if you take your time, you can spend 100-something plus hours, 100 plus hours, exploring all the side missions, like 100 plus hours of greatness. And then the Legends comes in, right? Is it the Legends? Yeah. The Legends comes in after that. So the value that you get, let's talk about the value. You get more value with this PS5, and I'll just give one example. Well, look at these exclusives. Look at Wolverine. Look at Microsoft Flight Simulator coming out with the PlayStation VR 2 version. Who's going to give you the value? Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
PlayStation is the ultimate console right now. And PlayStation Plus, it's only $20 a month. It's reasonable. What you are getting in terms of value, it's reasonable. You know, plus you can play games on the Portal as well and PSVR 2, watch movies. They do have movies on the core because they give you that included. And they give you a streaming ability to stream in 4K HDR. You can stream Yote with 4K HDR if you're a PlayStation Plus premium member. And guess what? Maybe you don't have enough space. And you don't feel like deleting the space. You know what PlayStation's like? You know what? We'll let you play in 4K HDR. And it'll be almost the same experience. Maybe they will let you play 4K HDR from their PS5 Pro server. So, look, the whole thing is, I look at PlayStation, I see value, and I don't mind paying $20. Hell, I wouldn't even mind paying $30 for PS5 for PlayStation Plus because there's more value. They just added WWE 2K25. They added recently. I want to play The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. Man, they're just adding good quality.
I've seen Alan Wake 2 coming next month on PS Plus. Like, you know, they show you the games.
Mortal Kombat 1, it's already there. All the Spider-Mans.
Like I've said it years and years ago, like Game Pass may have more games than PS Plus.
But it's a quantity. We want quality.
Exactly. But if you look at PlayStation, game for game, they have more quality games on PS Plus that you actually want to play. Like, one guy made a video, he's like, how many times does Xbox expect me to keep playing Halo and the old Gears of War? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, by the way, did you see the video I made? Paying with, some people didn't like it, but I'm being honest, and I even recorded the video in 4K. I said, you have to pay $30 a month just to have 1440p streaming.
Yeah, the xCloud video that you made, right?
1440p. PlayStation has been doing this for since 2020, man. They've been doing 1440p and 4K, and Xbox wants to charge you $30 for 1440p. I mean, everything they're doing right now is just ridiculous, and they only got themselves to blame. But here's what I don't understand, and this is what Osmongold doesn't understand. You are a $3 trillion net worth company. Okay, $3 trillion. I mean, just let your mind wrap around that. How much money that is. They got ultimate wealth, and yet you're making these stupid Titanic decisions. No offense, but stupid Titanic decisions. We know what I mean. Where you're gonna hit the iceberg and that's it.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? Why would you? Even Ryan McCaffrey, who is like, okay, if people think I'm lying, go watch the Unlocked. You can watch it too if you want, Kemi.
Yeah, man.
Unlocked podcast, which is Ryan McCaffrey, and he used to work for Official Xbox Magazine. He works for IGN. He does the podcast for Unlocked Xbox Magazine, and he's a really good friend with Phil Spencer. Like, they know each other on a personal level. But even he said, like, I'm sorry, but we're gonna start charging people $30 just to have a paywall behind the resolution. So you're gonna force people to join Ultimate tier just so they can access 1440p resolution on a streaming? What are we doing here? It's like, here's the worst part. Like that commercial, and I don't blame the actress. You know, she's just an actress. Don't blame the actress, guys. You know, her job is to act. She reads the script and she acts. But I still feel bad for her that she took that gig to do that commercial, because she will be the face of the $30 a month. You know? The whole advertisement. And you look at that commercial and the way that script was written for her to read. Like, what sort of value are you giving me here? They act as if this is the greatest value since pyramids in Giza, or since sliced bread. Like, give me a break. What value are you giving me? If there was a value, right? Okay, here's the thing, Kemi. It's not so much about that $30, Kemi. It's about what am I getting for that $30.
Yeah.
That's the.
If you were getting, if you were getting, that's what I said. If they had like great AAA new games coming every month, or at least quality games that you, know, that you want to play, yeah, sure, you're gonna get it. But when you're like, okay, when you log on to Game Pass, what are you gonna go play? Halo, the old one? So like right now you can go and buy, like right now in Canada, I can go buy on Steam. The Master Chief Collection is $12 Canadian. So what's that? Like maybe $6, $7 American. You may as well just go buy it in American, and then you own it, and you can play it as much as you want. Exactly. Right? And same thing with the Gears of War. How much are they on Steam? They're like what, $5 for these games?
You can get Gears for like on CD keys even dirt cheap, man.
That's what I'm saying. So it makes no sense to pay $30 for these old games when you can just go buy them. Steam, CD keys, you know, wherever you buy your games, for like $3-4 nowadays, right?
Yeah.
You know, so there's no back. And another thing that you said.
At least you own the game. At least you own the game. It's yours.
Yeah. Like another thing that you said in the video is that before, you know, the Xbox would allow you to use your points towards renewing your subscription or whatever. Now they took that away. Yeah. It's like they are doing everything counterproductive
to drive you away.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, what's
driving you away? That's what Pigwin says. Actually, Pigwin said that as well. He says you are driving away the Xbox players. You're telling them get out of here. Basically, you're just letting them know, like you want them to quit. If somebody wanted me to quit the job, like this would be like the best way to do it. You know, it's like to make everything so terrible and unbearable, where I was like, okay, I'm quitting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm leaving. And that's one of the main reasons why I quit the sales job, because they made it so I was getting shitty calls after shitty calls, and never gave me a good calls. I was always getting like these unbranded calls. I was like, man, I can't make any profit out of this. I can't make any like what's the word I'm trying to say? It was it's
Yeah,
commission.
close the deal with them.
Yeah, commission based. It's commission based. Commission pay. I'm like, okay, so I'm just wasting my time here getting these, and all the good guys on the top are getting all the Brandon calls, and I'm getting unbranded calls. Brandon calls meaning these guys are getting the calls from people who already know what they want. And I was just getting some guy asking me about, hey, I'm having an issue with my internet. You know, can you help me? Blah blah blah. Fuck. I'm not a technician. I'm sales. So, and I quit. So same thing Xbox is doing right now. It's they're doing essentially the same thing. They're making you want to quit. Like, this is the best way to make people want to quit. Like, cancel, and that's exactly what happened.
Xbox is making all the right moves to become a Dreamcast or like Silicon, you know, history.
You know how many? Did you look at the numbers? How many people? It's millions.
I know, that's what I'm saying. This is like a worldwide trend. It's not. Like
Wait
a
till
few
Monday.
people.
Oh, this. Wait. We'll till see the numbers on Monday. Trust me. Next week, this
You know
coming
what?
Monday.
If anything, what they should have done is they should have given the members, instead of increasing the price 50%, they should have given you a 50% discount. You know, for still staying for Game Pass for so long.
Oh,
Trust me, if they did that, they would have got more people signing up for Game Pass. you
But
know?
no, they want to make it super difficult. Now you can't even use the rewards points. So what's the point of advertising rewards points if I can't use it towards my membership? Oh, great.
I can redeem an avatar. I don't care about the avatar.
I don't give a shit about that. I mean, you know, what happened to Phil Spencer? Like, I don't know the guy personally, but I think what happened to Phil Spencer is he got too big. He got, you know, too much money. Life is good, you know, living large. Friends with Bill Papa Gates and Satya, and it's money's good, right? So he's like a yes man, right? He's a company's man. He's a tool for the company. He's an instrument for the company. And of course, when you have Bill Gates and Satya ensuring and making sure that, I understand his perspective. Like, I get it. Money is good. Life is good. I get it. But it's also kind of like you are being selfish, because you are at the same time you're destroying the brand that you worked hard for, right? You're destroying the brand that you really put a lot of hard effort into, and people will only remember you as a company's tool. You know, and you know, I don't, like, same thing with Jimmy Ryan, right? And that's why Yoshida left, because Yoshida's like, man, I want exclusives. You know, Yoshida was all about exclusives. You know that, right? And I understand Yoshida's point, and I agree on that. Having exclusivity, it's the key thing for PlayStation. But I also understand why PlayStation wants to expand the business. I get that as well.
But isn't this year Phil Spencer's last year, and next year the girl is taking over?
No, he said he's never. He says, "Oh, I'm never like. Oh, I'm still here." Those just the rumors. He said he's staying. You know why he's staying? That's exactly why he's staying. Life is good. Like, and look, nothing against that, but it's like, you know what I mean?
He's taking the company down with him.
Yeah. Is that Dominic?
If I go down,
yeah. What's up, Dominic? Yo. Long time no hear, man. How you been?
Good.
Damn.
How you?
Fine.
That's good, man. Glad to hear that. How's the flights? Any issues on the flights, man? Like, any problems? Anybody like acting crazy or something like that? Or
No,
Nothing?
nothing I've come across yet, so
that's good. That's good.
yeah. I'm on my day off right now, so just flying in the sim myself.
Nice. So when you flying next? When is your next flight?
Since I'm on reserve right now, I think my next flight should be Wednesday.
Wednesday? Well, perfect. You got plenty of time until then. But you're always on call. Like, they could call you anytime.
Yeah.
Hey, when you need you to come in, fill in.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Dominic, about the whole Xbox nonsense? I know you've been with the Xbox. I know you own the Xbox, so I know, like, you started your journey with Microsoft Flight Simulator with the Xbox.
Yeah.
So I was like, how do you feel about it?
I honestly haven't even kept to anything gaming related like a year, so I'm a little behind.
Well,
So
here's
basically, Game Pass basically Game Pass is increasing your membership by 50%.
Okay, I think I heard that. Yeah. I think you came across that. It's kind of dumb though.
Yeah.
Especially in Canadian. It's fuck, man.
That's like $40, I think, maybe more.
Yeah, it was like,
Brazil, it's $60
When I saw
a
it-
month. Jesus
when I
Christ.
saw it, it was like 30 something dollars. I'm like, yeah, fuck no.
We've lost the lead.
It's too much.
But here's the thing. Again, it's not so much about that number. It's about what value am I getting. Like, here's the thing. People don't mind
Hardpoint locked
paying
down.
for what they value.
Yeah.
If you can give me a value for that money, people will spend money. Money is there to be spent. Okay, it's not there to just sit there like a museum. Although you should save money. But
Claimed the lead.
people
Widen
are
the
asking,
gap.
well, what are we paying $29.99 for? What's this for? Why are we increasing this?
Hardpoint active.
They're not putting
Yep.
any. They're not putting any tariffs on a digital American brands. They're made here in America, right? Microsoft is an American brand, creating stuff here in America, and the games are digital here in America. So they can't really blame the tariffs. They don't do with the tariffs. Now, if you're in Canada, you can blame the tariffs. If you're in Japan, you can blame the tariffs. But here, if you're American-based company, can't really blame tariffs because it will not affect the American-made companies. So what is their excuse? Greed. I mean, what else can you say?
Be established above.
Oh yeah, I'll be honest. I don't even think the tariffs are really to blame. Like these companies, like even when PlayStation increased the price of the PS5 Pro, and that they said it's because of tariffs. When analysts actually look at the profits, they're like, PS5 made something like $13 billion in profits.
Misalignment.
And now you're gonna say that tariffs are making you what? Now you instead of making 13 billion.
Oh, that's an
you made
excuse.
11
They're using this as an
yeah,
excuse.
you made 11. Okay, so instead of making 13 billion, you made 11 billion. So you made 2 billion less. You're still making 11 billion dollars profit.
It's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money.
Exactly.
Man.
And this is profit. This is not like big. This is like profit, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of these companies, they're using this tariff thing just as a reason
Excuse.
to charge more.
Excuse.
Yeah, it's an excuse to charge you more, right?
Yeah. They're exploiting this whole thing. And that's what people like. They like to exploit, this whole situation. And they're like, oh, let's exploit this, right? Let's politicize it. Let's just use it, politicize it. Let's exploit it. Oh, it's because of tariffs. That's why. And that's why we have to raise these prices. That's why everything has to be so high, right? Which again, that's just the excuse they're using. But this shows you that these companies are nothing but greedy. And this is why, in my opinion, this is how you fail as a company. Listen, if you do right by the customer, man,
they're gonna keep coming back.
you'll never have to worry about the money, dude. Like, dude, you got wealth. You're not just going to be rich. Forget rich is something you could be rich tomorrow and then the next day you're poor on the street. You could be rich today and then tomorrow on the street. So rich is just comes and goes. But when you're wealthy, when you have wealth, dude, you never have to worry about money ever again, dude. You got wealth. Everything's gravy, super awesome. The road is great.
Yeah.
And yet these companies are still greedy. Look at Netflix and Disney Plus, like $35 a month. Oh, it's only $29.99, and then after that it's like $40 a month. Like, I'm not paying $40 a month. I
Stay
mean,
sharp. The guild's up to something.
I can watch those movies for free. I saw Ballerina in a big screen VR for free. Some guy
Leads
was
ours.
playing
Stay on
it.
task.
Some guy from India. His name was Mahmoud. Mahmoud. Well, thank you, Mahmoud, for playing the big.
I'll be right back real quick.
All right, brother. Some
So you
guy.
watched the whole movie? So you watched the whole movie?
Yeah, he was playing the whole thing from Blu-ray, man. Like he
Nice.
ripped the whole thing like from Blu-ray, and
Yeah.
he was playing it from his computer with a high bit rate on a big screen. Yeah, I saw the whole thing. I love the flamethrower. I don't want to spoil it too much, but the flamethrower thing was great.
Yeah.
And then John Wick, as usual, he only says the few words. And I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a scene at the end where
Also,
Angelica
police
Houston
secure.
character asks him, "Is she dead?" And then he goes like, "He is dead." Just a few words. I love that about him. You know what's one thing about John Wick that's so funny is like it's just he's a guy who says few words, but then he shows you what he can do. And I really like that about him. It's like that smoothness, coolness, and it's just a fun movie. Like you said, it was a fun movie. I enjoy the whole flamethrower. Yeah, it was over the top, but that's the whole point. You know, I watch these movies because they are over the top. I like playing movies that are over the top. I mean, watching movies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they're over the top. That's the reason why I watch those '80s movies and like Chuck Norris. I know Chuck Norris cannot go in there and defeat the entire Colombian army, you know, but you know it's fun. You know, I watch these movies because they're fun.
Yeah.
We
Delta
know
Force, Mission in Action. Those are
Yeah.
masterpieces back then.
people understand. I don't watch these movies as some kind of documentary for realism. I watch these movies to entertain myself, man. You know, if I want to watch the documentary, I'll watch the documentary about the realistic, you know, whatever I'm looking for realism. But like Top Gun Maverick, same thing. I know it's a little bit over the top, but guess what? It's fun to see a F-14 Tomcat trying to overmaneuver Sukhoi 57, 50th generation stealth jet fighter from Russian, you know, Air Force. Of course, we didn't say they were Russians, but whatever, unknown enemy. But we all know who makes Sukhois. But you know what? That's what makes it fun. It's the fun nature of these movies. They're entertaining. They're fun. The whole thing with the flamethrower, like she's never gonna catch a fire with her hair. Like, come on, it's ridiculous. But it made it fun. You know, like the whole flamethrower thing, and then she uses the extinguisher, and then she finishes them off with the extinguisher. Well, I don't want to spoil the movie, but anyway. Thank you, Mahmoud, from India, New Delhi, for playing the movie. Some guy, Mahmoud. And I was looking at, like, he was showing his computer. There's a shitload of downloaded movies.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's what they do in India. They just like they download these movies and they open up the servers and they go to the big screen VR. That's where I saw Formula One, dude. So why would you want to pay for Netflix? And that's where I saw the Black Rabbit.
You're better off paying Mahmoud like $5 a month to show you all the movies.
There you go. Wow. $5 a month, he can feed his elephants, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. $5 US is probably a lot of rupees in India.
Of course. There you go. And we'll see more movies, man. I'll be able to watch Avatar, Fire and Ash, converted to 3D, man. If I give him $10 a month. Mahmoud. There you go.
Damn.
Mahmoud Cinema, man.
I might get a Quest. My birthday.
For big screen VR, yeah. Man. Just watching movies on it, Cammy, it's worth it. It's so much fun, man. Yeah.
I didn't even see the last Avatar movie.
Avatar movie.
Avatar 2.
Yeah, two.
I don't know, I saw the trailer. Can I be honest? I
What's
mean,
it
yes,
called? Fire and Ash? Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Coming out?
I have a feeling that it's turning into I don't want to say he's milking it, because I like James
He is.
Cameron, but he's milking it.
Even the second one, to me, the second one didn't have the flair like the original movie did,
Yeah,
right?
I think he's milking it, man. And it's like
Now
3
I heard-
hours of milking, you know.
Now I heard he's trying to come up with a story for another Terminator movie. He said he's getting like a mind fog, but he's trying to make another Terminator movie, and he's just trying to get the story down, you know. At this point, it's
Too late, man.
You're just watering down the
franchise. And look what
Yeah, the
Ridley Scott
franchise.
did. Ridley Scott screwed it up with the Prometheus and all this. I mean, just like everybody's confused now. They don't know, like, is Ripley alive? Is she dead? What's going on? What place does this takes? You know, is it before Ripley, after Ripley? Like in this TV show, it's like now everyone's so confused. Even the Predator, they listen. Disney has really took a shit on both Alien and Predator. They just pissed all over it, shit all over it, man. Star Wars, they did the same thing with Star Wars. They destroyed these franchises, man. This is like a joke, man. And the Superman, oh, forget it. Jesus Christ. I saw a little bit of it. I was like, nah. I was in big screen, actually. It was from Mahmoud. Yeah. I told him, Mahmoud, I gotta go out of here, Mahmoud.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
I said, turn this shit. I was like, okay, but I got ballerina. Well, then play ballerina. And as I turned the shit up, man, it was so. You know what it was? It was like I thought it was like a star.
Generic as
No, I thought it was
I
a.
think it's-
I thought it was a Starbucks commercial, or some shit.
yeah.
It was so badless.
Like when you see the dog, and I'm like, come on, this is a Superman movie. Why you this is like you're making the movie childish.
Guys,
You know what I mean?
listen, I'm not making. I mean, Cammy, you've seen it. I've only seen like 15 minutes. If I couldn't listen, trust me when I tell you, if I can endure 15 minutes in the beginning of the movie, I told the Mahmoud, I said, man, please get rid of this shit. Play ballerina, dude. I can't, man. It's and then this whole thing about immigrants and this. I'm like, what? Why? See, this is what I don't like about this woke crap in Hollywood. Why do you have to politicize everything? All right? We want to be entertained. Your job as a filmmaker is to entertain and stay true to the comic book. Your job, it's not to politicize everything. Oh, I send a message. Fuck the message, man. Okay? People watch movies because they want to be entertained. That's why they pay that
Exactly.
ticket.
They don't want to know about politics. They
Yeah.
want to just see shit blown up, special effects.
They wanna
you know,
escape.
I want
No.
to see like Thanos.
Yeah.
You know, Thanos flick his finger in everybody's head. You know, and then the Avengers go after. That's what I want to see. I don't want to know this guy's sexuality. I don't want to know.
Okay, let's
know,
explain
what
this to everybody, Kemi. Why do we play video games? To entertain ourselves. Why do we watch movies? To entertain ourselves. Why do we watch porn? To entertain ourselves. Get it? Entertainment. That is your job. That is your main job. Is Kurt Russell said it the best. My job is to entertain. Not to make movies just for certain groups of people, to make movies for everybody around the world to enjoy. I love Kurt. Man, he said it the best. And that's why he was so successful as an actor, because he understands, what people want, what they don't want. Tom Cruise gets it, what people want, what they don't want.
Of course, yeah.
And that's why you never hear like Tom Cruise ever talk about politics. Do you know why? When somebody tried this, I think in Japan, so what do you think about blah blah blah, what's going on in the politics today? You know what he says politely? I'm here to promote the movie. Do you have a question about the movie? If not, I'm leaving. It's like, fuck yeah. I love this guy. Like, just like that. Like, you're going to ask me a question about a movie? If not, I'm leaving. Because he understands, like Tom Cruise understands, I'm not here, not even to promote Scientology. I'm here to only talk about movies. That's my job. I'm an actor. I love movies. This is what I do. I have no opinion about any of that stuff. I don't. I'm an actor.
That's why a lot of movies and video games are failing nowadays, is because they're trying to appease people. They're trying to put all this.
You
politics.
damage the movie, man,
Right.
when you do that.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, the gamers, they just want to play the game, and
Yes.
so that's what I like about Chinese developers when it comes to video games, right? Chinese developers, they don't care about politics, religion, section. All they care about is one thing: is how can we make the most money, right?
Yes.
So they're like, okay, these American players, what do they like? Well, they like games that have hot chicks in them. So if we're gonna put females in the game, we're gonna make them extremely sexy, hot, right? We're not gonna put no woke characters in there. We're not gonna have any politics in there. We're gonna give them a shitload of action, everything that they like. It seems like the Chinese and the Asian developers, they have the formula right for games.
Kemi,
nowadays,
you know what I
whereas
would
Americans-
do? Kemi, if I was the president of Hollywood, you know what I would do?
We're here.
Hollywood
Roll
organization.
out, Black Ops.
Every actor has to sign an agreement.
Oh, yeah,
You will not talk
sure.
about
That's a-
politics. And if you do,
that should have
you will
been
be
established
prosecuted.
a long time ago.
And if you
Yeah.
do talk about it, you will lose your job. You will never work in Hollywood, and you will be prosecuted.
We control
There will be a
zone
lawsuit.
C.
Yeah.
But why aren't they doing that? See, if they did that, none of these actors would dare mention ever.
I think a lot of these Hollywood people, they think that that's just common sense, that everybody knows that, right?
Thank you.
See,
We're incoming.
like in the old days, I guess in the old days, when Al Pacino was around, these guys, they didn't have social media, so they couldn't express their opinions. Like whereas now, like look at the Disney movie Snow White. The girl Rachel Zegler, she basically tanked the movie months before it even came out with her views, right? If I was Disney, I would sue her for everything she had, right? Because the movie cost them like so much, hundreds of millions of dollars to make, but yet it only made like what? It made like peanuts, and it was all because of her and her comments to the movie,
Yeah.
right? So if I was Disney and these developers, I would sue them for everything they had for tanking. It's not only that they ruined the movie, but they ruined it for everybody involved. Like, think of all of the people who are doing the makeup, the smaller guys who are not filthy rich, who are putting in their time. They're flying to these remote areas to film the movie. You know, they're staying 6-7 months, a year away from their family, and then now you tank the movie. All these guys get screwed, right? Just because of your stupid opinion, you know, or whatever.
Keep
if you
it
have
to
your
yourself.
opinion, cool. Yeah, keep it to yourself. I don't need to know. Yeah, exactly.
Look, I have a
don't need
lot
to
of
know.
opinions, Kemi, but you know what? I always steer clear because
Yeah.
people doesn't need to know what my opinions are. They don't care. They're not here to hear what my opinions are about all these events that are happening right now. They don't need to know. And I also know if I give an opinion about that, all it's going to do is divide people. It's not going to reunite people.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
exactly.
about fueling the fire with a fire. I don't want to do that. I want to bring people together through this entertainment, through this gaming society. I want to bring people together. There's enough crap of that out there as it is fueling the fire. That's the last thing I want to do. I want to bring people together. So when people ask me about what do you think about the Ghost of Yotei, I said I don't want to talk about it. I said, you know, I will not have an opinion about that because I don't want to get into it. You know,
Yeah.
what was said was wrong. Of course,
taking C.
everybody morally knows that it was wrong. But again, this falls into the responsibility of Sony and Sucker Punch. They should have told that actress, "Hey, please don't blah 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 about how you feel about certain things. Please, you're hurting our game."
Hostile UAV established above.
It's
I
like
think nowadays they gotta do more. They gotta, before they hire these people, what they need to do is, like, when you go for a job, the job will do like a background check on you, right? They're gonna do a
yes,
background
what
check
your
before they hire you.
political views and all
Yeah,
that.
they need to check these people and see, okay, this person here, let's check her. Is she part of some type of organization?
Or
You know,
yeah,
that-
see, yeah, or
that-
her
that-
social
that can
media. What is she
create-
saying?
Yeah, yeah, that can create drama for us. Because we don't want that, right? We want somebody who's like neutral,
Yeah.
right? You know, we don't want somebody who has like a huge reputation of politics, whether it's one side or the other.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna just divide the people in the movie. And the way everything is now today is people are looking for a reason to scrutinize and to basically, you know, complain about everything. So if I was these companies, the number one thing I would start doing now is
Sign a
fact-checking-
contract. Sign a contract.
Yeah, all of these. Yeah, exactly.
Like
Contract
an
and
NDA
also
agreement,
fact-checking.
right? You know, like a non-disclosure agreement, like NDA. Like, okay, not only can you not talk about this game, but you can't have any political views. Like, there's companies, dude. Like, let me tell you, this company. Let me tell you how strong the human resources was for this one company that I was working for sales. I had to spend like 6 hours a day just going through human resources,
Securing B.
teaching me about you can't have any political views, sexual harassment, of course, that's a no-no. All of this stuff, like, look, I had to go through so much before even getting accepted to work as a certified sales representative. Like, you can't have any opinions when you're talking to a customer, none of that. Like, you have to be, like, because they want to protect their company. See, because you represent that company, correct? And you can hurt that company if you say something wrong, you know. And so people need to, like, understand. And the companies, like you said, they need to take responsibility for who they hire. Because who you hire, man, that person represents your brand. Same thing with the Sucker Punch. Who you hire to be a voice actor represents you as a brand. So you do a background check, you check the person, and you make them sign the NDA agreement.
Taking A.
And if you do say these things and you speak out openly about it, not only will you be fired, but we will also put a lawsuit against you, and you will never work again anywhere with this, you know, lawsuit and everything. And of course, no actor will want to jeopardize that, right? Why would they want to, like, I'll keep my mouth shut, whatever.
Securing Alpha.
Exactly.
Or they won't take the job. Okay, you don't want to, okay, good, perfect. It's a good thing that you're not taking the job, so we don't waste our time. Let's get somebody else who's actually is going to be loyal and is going to follow the rules.
Zone A secure.
Because you don't want to hurt your brand, man. This is what people understand. The employees who you hire can hurt your brand. And you have a like, if you had a company, right, Cammy, you would want to make sure who you have. Because you don't want somebody representing your company in a bad light, right? It's the last thing you'll want.
Down Charlie.
So, but then this goes back to common sense. I'm surprised that they're not doing that.
Losing
I'm
A.
really surprised. Because entertainment is entertainment. That's our business, to entertain
All
you.
zones lost.
We have no say into any of that stuff. We don't care. It's not that we don't care. We just don't have any opinion about that. Remember the Blu-ray commentary? What is the first thing you see when you start the Blu-ray commentary? All the views are of these individuals. They do not represent 20th Century Fox. They do not represent Warner Brothers or Universal Pictures or Paramount. Okay, so therefore we have we don't associate ourselves with what the director, what the actor on the audio said, right? The reason they have that, so that way, if there's a legal lawsuit or something, they can present that to the court and say, look, before you start this Blu-ray commentary, I know that this film director said something that some people didn't like, but we don't associate ourselves with his points of views, right? So they put that on there, right? So you need to protect yourself as a company, man. Because when you don't, and you don't say nothing about it, then people start thinking, oh, well, I guess they support this person who says all the stupid shit, right? And then that makes you look bad. And then your movie, doesn't make any money. And it's like Superman. What did James Gunn do? Talk about the immigrant. Oh, he's an immigrant, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, stop this shit. Okay, I'm an immigrant, but guess what? I worked hard. I pay my taxes, You know what I mean? I didn't ask for any fucking handouts. No one, I worked my ass off, And that's fine. That's how it should be. I was okay with that. I understood that. These are the laws. This is how it is here. This is capitalism. This is how it is in this country. And I have to, respect the ways of the American life here. Period. But no, he's like, they're the victims and victims of this. Fuck out of here, man. With the whole turning a Superman, so he's like a victim now. Jesus Christ. Let me believe this shit.
I gotta get going, guys. I gotta go eat dinner.
Okay. All right, brother.
I just didn't like the movie. I thought it was crack.
All right, Dominic. Thank you. Yeah.
2 months before I watched the Superman 2025 movie, I had watched Man of Steel.
So much, billion times better, man.
Yeah, like Man of Steel, it's a man's movie. It's made for adults.
Yes.
And then when you watch Superman 2025, it's like it's made for a child, like for a 5-year-old, right? Superman's got a flying dog who helps him.
Listen, even my nephew would not like that movie.
Yeah, like
Trust me.
I was like, I can't believe like people are saying this is good. This is like cheese fest. This is like a Temu version of Superman. Like the guy looks mediocre. He doesn't even fit into the suit properly. Because they didn't even bother hiring somebody who has the physical stature.
How about the romance? What is a bachelor? Or bachelorette? Like how? Yeah. What is it, like a 50 Shades of Gay? I mean, gay. 50 Shades of Gray.
And I was like, Jesus Christ! I can't believe that people are like, I guess it's like the younger generation now. They just want to support it because, like you said, James Gunn put that political bullshit about Democrats, not Democrats,
Republicans,
with the immigrants, right?
Yeah, immigrants.
Yeah, with the immigrants. So naturally they want to support it, regardless if it's shit. Everybody's saying it's good. I remember when the movie came out, there was like 2 or 3 people that said, "Listen, this movie is absolute garbage," but everybody else is saying it was great. So naturally you're gonna think these 3 people are wrong. But when I watched the movie, I was like, "Oh my god,
dude!" Especially that one scene when he confronts that British actor that played the Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
No, he did.
Yeah.
He did what he could as an actor, But there's only so much he can do because of the material that sucks. Yeah. And the way he confronted him was so cheesy. Was so beta. I was like, can this guy find his dick like inside his pants? Like, does he have any balls? Like this is so beta. It's like I'm just waiting for his mistress to come in and pick him up and, come here. It was, guys.
Like, you remember the movie Batman versus Superman? Like, that was no masterpiece, but that is
way better, dude.
I'm trying to pick like some of the worst superhero movies I've seen compared to Batman. And
listen, Zack Snyder
compared to Superman.
Zack Snyder,
they all a masterpiece.
Listen, Zack Snyder, it's a masterpiece compared to like with this guy. Now, sure, James Gunn was successful with the Guardians of the Galaxy, granted. But something happened to him, dude. Something happened to him after that. I don't know what it is, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, something happens to people, man. They change. And they get indoctrinated into this whole, whatever, politicized, right? This is why you never bring politics into movie making. Why you never hear, like, Christopher Nolan ever talk about politics. You want to know why? Even when he did the movie Oppenheimer, he says, I'm not here to talk about his political views and was it the right thing or the wrong thing. I'm here to do a biography of this man and what he was dealing with while going through this process of Manhattan Project. And that's it. That's his job. That's my job as a filmmaker. And that's why, he's still relevant, Christopher Nolan, because he doesn't get involved in that nonsense, you know what I mean? And that's the best advice for any film director. Don't get involved. Here's the thing. Once you get involved and once you say something, Kemi, the damage is done. You will never recover from that shit, brother. People will always, oh yeah, that's the guy who said this, and that.
You're always gonna have a divided fan base.
And that stain will always be there, even 10 years from now, 20 years from now, people will remember that. And you don't want that kind of a stain, because it's all going to do is hurt your image, hurt your reputation. You'll have a difficult time getting a job because oh, you said that. Oh, my father always used to say, keep your mouth shut. Sometimes the best thing you can do in life is just keep your mouth shut. Don't even have an opinion. Just keep your mouth shut. When you're silent, no one can really say anything. They might not like that you're silent, but hey, they can't really. What's that gonna do? Nothing. They can't blame you for that. Like, all right, you're just silent, whatever. But once you start running your mouth, right, and you start saying this and your stance on this, your stance on that, right, then you're just damaging yourself, man. And I cannot tell you how many actors and celebrities have damaged themselves, and now they're not working. You don't see him anymore, do you? They're like, what happened to this actor? What happened? Well, you opened your mouth. That's what happened. Keep your mouth shut, man. Stay off the social media. If I'm your agent, get off Twitter, get off Instagram, get off Facebook, get off all that stuff. Nobody needs to know what you're doing in your private life, okay? All they need to know is you're making movies and that you're going to entertain them. So when they pay that money to see your movie, they will be entertained. That is your job. You are an actor, an artist. That's what Keanu does. My job is to entertain. You never hear him talk about politics. It's like, all right, my job is to do a movie and be an act. That's what I do. I'm an actor. I'm here to perform, and that's what I'm going to do. I will perform whatever the role is. I'm in it, But I'm not gonna talk about, oh, here's what I think. Let me tell you what I think. You're never gonna hear that from his mouth, because he knows that's not his place to say. His job is to be an actor, and he gets paid a lot of money to do so. He's like, yeah, not only do I get paid a lot of money to do this job, but this is what I love doing. I'm an actor, and that is my only job, to entertain. Same thing with the James Bond guy. I like him as well. He never talks about politics. He's not even on social media. Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's like, my job is to be an actor. Whatever the role is. Whatever the role. Good guy, bad guy, whatever character I'm playing, doesn't matter. My job is to... I have no opinion on it. It's just, that's what I'm playing. I do a research on the guy that I'm playing, and that's it. But I really have no opinion on the guy that I'm playing. And I will not talk about my opinion on him. I'm just going to tell you how it was playing him and what it took to play him, what kind of research I did, and that's it. But this was the character that I was playing. And that's it. Moving on to the next character. My job is to entertain. So when you're having a nice holiday season this year and watching my movie, I want you to be entertained. I want you to have a good time, and that's it. That is my job. I'm not here to tell you how to live, how you should wipe your ass, how you should take a piss, right? I'm not going to tell you what movies you should watch, what TV shows you shouldn't watch, what games you should play, what games you shouldn't play. I'm not here to tell you what to do or how to live. I'm just here to do one job only, and that's to make movies. So, but those are rare breeds, man. Like Keanu and Daniel Craig and some others, they're very rare breeds, Kemi. That you find an actor that is not outspoken.
They just stay neutral, for sure.
Yeah, which is the best thing you can do. Because everybody else wants to tell you, I'm getting tired of Sean Penn, all wants to tell me who's right, who's wrong in this conflict, and what's
Robert
right
De
for
Niro
me.
too. He's like I used to
Yeah,
love Robert
like,
De Niro. Now
what
he's become like
happened?
a little bit of a bitch.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
dude, like how, like dude, let it go already.
And
All
what's
right?
funny is these guys are telling you what to do, but they're living in their nice gated, rich community,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and they're telling you, oh yeah,
Yeah,
shut
it's
up.
like the billion. There's nothing worse when the millionaires and celebrities and billionaires tells you how you should live a life, and they're living, swimming in billions of dollars. You know, it's so ironic and it's just disgusting. You know, but you know that's where we are, man. Nowadays, you know, people just they wanna tell you their. Everybody wants to have an opinion. And look, here's the thing. Privately, I don't care. Privately, amongst your partner or
Oh,
your
yeah.
family
Your
member,
buddies, yeah.
yeah, privately, nobody cares what you say privately, whatever. But when you go out in the public and when you start saying something, people will judge you by what you said publicly. Even right now, the stuff we're talking about, right? And this is what I said to the guy who I blocked. You know, when I blocked him, you know, when he started, you know, making false statements and saying this and saying that about the virtual reality, you know, and the other guy who's being weird. When you start making public statements, and I know they're false statements, then you're not using common sense. Then you're trying to bring your own agenda. Like when you start telling me that the ultra wide doesn't work, and here's the reason why ultra wide doesn't work. Let me tell you the reasons why. It's too spread out and it's too wide. And I'm like, have you ever tried the ultra wide? No. So your experience with the ultra wide is zero. But you're gonna go ahead and make full statements, say here's X, Y, and Z why no one should ever buy it. Now, if you have tried the ultra wide, you can form your opinion. If you have tried the product like virtual reality, you can form an opinion. But you are telling me and telling everybody publicly why they should stay away from virtual reality and why they should stay away from ultra wide screens and why they should never play Elden Ring, and you never tried it. You never tried any of the above, but you're going to tell everybody. What gives you that right? Who are you? And that's where I draw the line with some people, Kemi. It's like, you know, it's okay if you don't like something. You know, like, you know, I can play Elden Ring, but I will never tell people don't play Elden Ring. Elden Ring is the worst game. You know, I said I understand why Elden Ring is so popular because it's a very competitive and hard game. And some people, they can play it and who can, but it's awesome. But I would never tell people, hey, don't play Elden Ring. I mean, actually, I played it and I understood. I played it with you. I understood for like 10 and a half hours why this is a grinder and why it has to be a strategy and why people love it because it's competitive and it's so addictive, right? But I would never tell people, hey, don't play Elden Ring or you're an idiot for playing Elden Ring. I would never tell people, don't buy an ultra wide screen, right? You know, it's a one thing if you have tried the product, Kemi, but you never tried the product, but you're going to tell me X, Y, and Z while we're all idiots for using these products. I mean, come on, man. You know. And again, my rule is simple. You know me, Kemi. It's like common sense. You know, sometimes better not say anything, right? Just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Because when you say it
there's
public,
tons of people like
yeah.
that, man. There's tons of people who form an opinion about something and then they've never even tried the product. Like
I know.
I've never heard anyone who has ultra wide monitor tell me they don't like it. If anything, they tell
Me neither.
They tell me if anything they wish they would have got a bigger monitor, with the, you know, but I've never heard somebody play a game in ultra wide, any game, and tell me, oh, I don't like it. I want to go back to playing games at 16:9. Never, not even once, right? And like I said, and I'm new. I'm only been PC gaming now. Like this, the 24th of October is gonna be 1 year for me. So I'm fairly new to PC gaming. And when I got into the PC gaming, I never heard of all these things, ultra wide, right? Like PlayStation, you can plug in a PlayStation 5 to an ultra wide monitor, but the monitor will stretch the PlayStation 5 picture. So the PlayStation Wide doesn't support ultra wide, right? But
Yeah.
all PCs they do.
Exactly.
So, you know, when I was on PlayStation 5, I never thought about ultra wide. I didn't know about this thing existed. I didn't know what it was. Then when I got my PC, my buddy's like, why don't you you should try ultra wide monitor. And I've watched some other YouTubers, you know, they're playing ultra wide. I'm like, what is ultra wide? You know, and then my buddy told me, listen, once you plug an ultra wide monitor into your computer, the game will have the ultra wide aspect. Like he says, right now, my buddy's telling me, like, because I play Ghost of Tsushima every day on the PC.
32 by 9, or you got
PC.
21 by 9, right?
Yeah, 21 by 9. So my
Yeah.
buddy's like, so I'm like, I'm telling my buddy, well, I play Ghost of Tsushima mostly, and I told him the games I play, I don't see 21 by 9 aspect ratio, right? Which 21 by 9 aspect ratio, and he's like, well, the reason you don't see it is because your video card knows that it's not plugged into an ultra wide, so that option doesn't come up. But the moment you plug in a ultra wide monitor to your video card, that option in the game will be there. So I'm like, really? So I went on Amazon and then I bought a budget, which is what I'm using now, just to see if I would like it. Right? So I bought a budget ultra wide monitor, 3440 by 1440p, 21 by 9, and the moment I put it in, when I started up Ghost of Tsushima, now I could see it has the ultra wide aspect ratio. I'm playing the same game that I was used to playing in 16 by 9. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is amazing. I can see so much more. And even though my TV, even though my ultra wide monitor is only a 34 inch, before this I was playing the same game on a 65 inch.
Way better than 16 by 9 ratio.
Yeah, it's way better
Yeah.
than the 65 inch. I see way more, right? My mom came up one time and she's like, how come it's so small? And I'm like, no, you actually see more on this 34 inch than I do on the big screen monitor, right? The picture, everything is just better, right? HDR, everything is better on the monitor, right? And I was like, oh my God, I can't
Plus
go back.
144
Right
hertz refresh rate
now, yeah.
on top of that.
Actually, on this one, yeah, it's 165 on the one I got. This is the
165,
budget,
there you go.
But now I like it so much that I want to buy a better one. Now I'm thinking, okay, the next one you're gonna get is probably gonna be like an OLED,
55 inch.
240, yeah, 240 hertz, you know. And I'm gonna stick with 21 by 9 because I find more games support 21 by 9 than 32 by 9, right?
Yeah.
So I think 31 by 9 is like the perfect balance. But I don't see myself ever going back to a 16 by 9 unless the only reason I was telling my buddy, the only reason I would go back to playing PC gaming on a 16 by 9 is if I got a really, really cheap deal on like a 42 inch LG C4, right?
Yeah,
if
OLED,
I see
yeah.
like a then I, you know, and then I would go and get the C4 OLED, and I'd be like, you know what, I'll sacrifice the ultra wide because I'm getting a C4 OLED really, really cheap. But trust me, like you know, once you've played a game in ultra wide, you cannot go back. And
But
you
see,
can't
this
compare,
this
like,
this
console.
goes back to what I was saying. It's all about the experience, you know.
Yeah.
So if you haven't experienced something, and someone's gonna go ahead, or in this case, this guy whose name I'm not going to mention, he might even be here watching, which is fine. If you have never tried the product, but then you're gonna talk about why X, Y, and Z, this product, it's garbage, and I would never invest money into a product, dude. How could you even say that if you haven't tried it? You know what I would say? I have no interest in it, but I would never say it's garbage. See, here's what I'm trying to tell people. I'm not trying to tell people, ooh, everybody go and please like ultra wide, or everybody go and please love MetaQuest and love VR. I'm not trying to like act like some kind of a snake oil salesman trying to convert everybody to ultra wide or virtual reality. What I'm simply saying is, hey, if you don't like VR, just say, hey, VR is not my thing. Okay, cool. I can respect that. Or, hey, ultra wide is not my thing. But when you start telling me why ultra wide is not, you know, why you don't like ultra wide, and here's X, Y, and Z, and you start giving me some ridiculous excuses, but you never experienced the ultra wide, and you start giving me the excuses why you could never invest money into the virtual reality, but you never tried virtual reality, you don't have that credibility nor a permission to tell me and others X, Y, and Z. Why should people listen to you? What is your experience with these products? Zero. So why should anybody listen to you and what you have to say? I don't talk about PS5 Pro. Oh, gee whiz, Kemi, why do I don't talk about PS5 Pro? Because I don't
have it.
I don't have it. I can't even make an opinion because I don't have it. I can't. I can make an opinion based on somebody else's opinion because that's their opinion, and my opinion will be different than theirs. So even Digital Foundry, yeah, I see the statistics, but that's still their opinion. I need to experience it myself to make an opinion. You know, same thing with Nintendo. I don't have Nintendo Switch 2, so I can't talk about Nintendo Switch 2. So you never say nothing negative about Nintendo Switch 2. Why would I? I don't have it. Who am I to say anything about Nintendo Switch 2? When I finally have it, then I'll do an unboxing, then I'll do a review. Guess what? I didn't talk about the PlayStation Portal because I didn't have it. But once I got the PlayStation Portal, what did I do, Kemi? Now, hands-on experience, I can tell you what I think. And some people think, whoa, so basically you're saying people only with credibility should talk. Yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. If you don't have no credibility, why should me and Kemi and Shuki listen to you? Or why should anybody listen to you if you have no credibility? Like, that's like you telling me about what it's like to be in a combat, but you've never been in a combat. You're not a soldier. You've never been in a war. You never served. Okay, so you're gonna tell me about the combat. So why should I listen to you? Who are you? Or like you never driven a NASCAR or Formula One, but you're gonna tell me about the NASCAR. You're gonna tell me about Daytona. You're gonna tell me about the Formula One. Or you've never been an MMA fighter, but you're gonna talk about what it's like to be an MMA fighter. Guys, hands-on experience means everything. Okay? You have to have credibility. Credibility means everything. I never talk about the things I'm not familiar with or things I have experienced. If I haven't experienced something, what it's like to be surfing, I don't know. I never surfed. Sorry, can't help you there. What it's like to ride a dirt bike, I don't know. I can't help you there. I never driven a dirt bike, so I can't really help you there. You know what I mean? This is common sense. Again, common sense. You know.
Yeah. You think this is mostly happening with the newer generation of people? Because I find
yes.
like our generation of people, when it comes to like anything new, like a new TV, a new game or whatever, our generation is more like, yeah, we want to try it, we want to see how good it is. Whereas the new generation, they're like, when they look at a product, they're like, okay, let's see if this product meets our political stance. Let's see if let's see if it falls in line with my agenda. Whereas our generation, we don't give a shit about that. We care about, okay, is this product going to be good? Is it going to make my life better? Am I going to enjoy it? Am I going to have fun? We're looking at all the positives.
Exactly.
And then we're like, okay, we'll deal with the negatives if there are any, right?
Exactly.
Whereas now, they look at, now generation is like, the first thing they look at is all of the negatives. Okay,
it's like a cult. Like, does this cult align with my beliefs?
Exactly, right?
If this, so is this game aligned with my cult beliefs? If this game or a movie doesn't align with my cult beliefs, that's it. I will not play it, and I will make videos about it, tell people why they shouldn't play it. That's what this generation is about.
Like when somebody tells me about something, I'm like, I never say I don't want to do it. If I don't do it, it's usually because I can't afford it, or I don't have the means to do it. But I'll do it. Like if you tell me you want to go, snowboarding, yeah, I would do it. If you're gonna pay for it, I'll go do it.
Yeah.
Right. You know, if you want to go sky, yeah, fuck, I'll do it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. Same thing with games. Like if you notice nowadays, the younger culture with everything is okay. Okay, does it have a male character? If it doesn't, I'm gonna boycott it. Is the character colored? If it's colored, I'm gonna boycott it. If the character isn't, I'm gonna boycott it. Fuck that. I'm like, the first thing in my mind, I look at the trailer of the game, and within the first 20 seconds, I can tell I'm gonna play that game.
Did you see the video I made about Yotei? I said what attracted me actually about the Ghost of Yotei is this strong female character. And that's the first thing I said. I was like, and I don't mind it. Because I'm thinking Sigourney Weaver. I'm thinking, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, that other lady. I know it's a China, but still, it's Asian. But I'm thinking, this is a good story. It's the revenge. She's looking for these 6 Yoteis to avenge. Oh, spoilers warning. Okay, everybody knows that. To avenge what these 6 Yoteis did. It's like straight out of like Quentin Tarantino movie, man. I love it. Kill Bill.
Here's the thing.
Like
Here's
Uma
the thing with
Thurman,
me,
Kill
like-
Bill, bro. It's like, I love it.
Yeah. Here's the thing with me at like Yotei and games, right? So I'm on the Ghost of Tsushima page, and that page has all of the best players in the world. And when the game came out, I was on Joey Dominguez's live stream. Joey Dominguez is the best Ghost of Tsushima Legends player in the world. And me and him were chatting for 2 hours till 3 in the morning, right? So obviously I told you I didn't get the game, right? So my buddy who lives in Tennessee, he's my teammate. He's playing it right now. So he's taking a pause on playing with me online because he's playing Yotei. He's gonna get the platinum before Wednesday, he says.
Nice.
But anyways, so this is my stance when it comes to video games. I don't give a shit if the video game aligns with whatever political views I have. I don't care. right? I don't care. For me, if the game is good, I'm gonna play it regardless of what my stance are. I'm like one of these guys that are like, I'm not gonna play something, I'm not gonna participate in something because this person says this. I don't give a shit about that. If the game is good, I'm gonna play it. Now, the only reason I do not have Yote is because I want the best experience and I want to wait for it to come on PC. I've told you this. This is the only reason I didn't buy Yote, is because I'm gonna wait. Yeah, it sucks because I'm gonna be behind. While my
I know,
friends-
but doesn't like it kind of even
Yeah.
me it drives me crazy. I have to
I'll
wait.
be honest. I don't even like. I care more about I care more about Yote Legends than I do the campaign because
Yeah.
because Yote Legends is where all the competitive players are going to be playing.
Yeah.
So my buddy keeps telling me, man, you got to get it on the PS5, man. He's like, you're gonna be way behind when the game comes out because the PC Yote Legends is not gonna come out till like probably end.
But
of
I gotta admit,
2026.
man,
So he's like,
it's gonna suck a little bit waiting, man. The waiting game is
no,
gonna.
it doesn't. You know what? It's funny. What it doesn't. It's the same thing with Death Stranding 2. The only reason I didn't get Death Stranding 2
Yeah.
is because I want to get it on PC, ultra
Yeah.
wide, 165 FPS max settings, right? So you know, I've just gotten pampered with PC, right? But I tell my like people, like a lot of these guys who are playing Yote, like all of my dedicated Yote fans, they don't play anything else. All they do is these guys have like 5,000 hours in Ghost of Tsushima. That's all they play.
Exactly.
Ghost of Tsushima is the only game. But I tell these guys, listen, I play Ghost of Tsushima with you guys at nighttime, but in the daytime, I have so much games I play on PC. Like I told you, I pirated most of my games, right?
Yeah.
So I told them, like, I've played hundreds of games. So, and right now, I still have a back catalog of like 10 games, 10,
And you
15
got
games that I
Legend
haven't
of
played.
Zelda, man. It's gonna take you a while.
Yeah, like right now, I'm playing Legends of Zelda
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
It's
I'm
gonna
near the
take
end
you a
of
long
that.
time. Finish that.
Yeah. After this, I'm gonna play what do you call it? Silent Hill F. I have that already installed on the computer, right? I did the testing and it works flawless.
I think I saw that
After
video.
that,
It
I
was
got-
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds
And
me
then
of that
after that,
Siren from PlayStation Siren, which was really a cool horror
yeah.
game. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And then after that, I'm gonna play Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, right? I have that also, right? And then just last night, you know, I think I told you on the live stream that right now Steam is doing their autumn sales, right?
Yes.
So last night, like I told you, 3 weeks ago, I played Chronos, and I really love Chronos.
That's something
Right?
I want to play as well when
Yeah.
I get a chance.
And you know what? And a bunch of people commented. On my Chronos videos that play the Dead Space remake. It's just as good, if not better. So when I went on the Steam autumn sales last night, they have the Dead Space remake,
Oh,
the
nice.
deluxe edition, for $17 Canadian. So I was like, $17. It's normally $80, right? So it's 80% off. So I bought it. So I'm gonna play that, right? I have Resident Evil 4. I've never played it. The Resident Evil 4 remake. I've never played it, right?
So you're
And
pretty
I already
much
own
all
it.
set, man. You don't have to like. So
That's what I'm saying.
you're not
I
really
don't
missing
have to go
out.
spend money on Yote, right? And I'm like, I'm not losing out. It's not like I don't have nothing to play. Like a lot of my friends who are playing Yote, that's all they have is Yote. They don't play nothing else but Ghost of Tsushima, right? They got a PS5, but all they do is they play Ghost
Well,
of Tsushima.
see, this is what I was
online.
telling. Like, I made a video earlier, so I was trying to tell people. People ask me, "How come you're not playing Yote?" I said, "Look, I wish that these games wouldn't come in like in the same time when other games are coming out. Like
Yeah.
you know, I have to play Battlefield 6, so I have to save money for that Battlefield 6. And I'm like, man, I know I have to play Battlefield 6 this coming Friday, and there's a Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, co-op. I mean, open beta, which I have to play. So there's tons of other games that I'm playing, and I started playing Hogwarts as well, Legacy. So it's like all of these games that I haven't played are still there. So I'm like, and there's so many others that I want to play, like Silent Hill F, Chronos, and Hell's is Us,
Yeah.
and Metal Gear 3, Delta, and I'm like, yeah, I would love to play Yote. Don't get me wrong, but it's just right now you'll have to wait till maybe next, and then even next month, man. I have
Yeah.
a blue. What's not the blue? It's called Code Violet. This one
Yeah.
game called Code Violet, which is a PlayStation exclusive. I want to play Code Violet, and that's on November 14th. So what I'm trying to tell, there's Ninja Gaiden 4. Jesus.
And then don't forget the Resident Evil 9 is coming out in February 2026.
Yes.
you know,
Yes. So
like for me, there's tons of games. It's not, and I play one game and I beat it. I don't, like my cousin jumps around from games, right? That's okay, but like I play one game and like right now I'm doing Zelda. That's gonna be at least.
but I would love to. Don't get me
200
wrong,
hour
man.
game.
I mean, you know, I would love to play. You know, Yotei right now, but it's just I can't, because then if I start playing it, then I have to switch back and forth between Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty,
Yeah.
and then all these other games, and then Hogwarts Legacy, and then people say, well, what happened with Yotei? Didn't you just play a little bit? Oh yeah, let me get back to it. So I don't want to do it like that. I want to just focus. When I decide to play Yotei, I just want to focus on it, play it, and then
like,
make these.
like you did with Death Stranding. Like
Yeah.
you did with Death Stranding, just play it out and
make these videos
know?
and just pump out these videos in 4K and just put them out there so people can see my thoughts and points of views on each chapter. So how I feel about the game and leveling up and the combat, the whole thing, the side missions, the contracts, all of that stuff, right? The graphics, but that's something I got to do when, and there will be a dry season. Here's what people understand. There will be sales. There will be Black Friday. Amos says, yeah.
it's coming up.
yeah.
Black Friday's coming up in like a month and a half.
If I can get it for $40, hey, why not? I mean, what's the hurry? I mean, like I said, there's a bunch of other games for me to play.
And I'll be honest with you
Yeah.
too. Like right now, when I'm looking at it, like Yotei.
I mean, it's great. It's great. I mean, it looks fantastic.
It's $89.99 plus tax, so it's gonna be $100 Canadian after taxes,
Yeah.
right? And I'm looking at it, man. I've been buying a lot of these games for like $5 from Steam or CD Keys or
It's
Instant
too much
Gaming.
money, bro.
Yeah, I'm having just as much fun with these $5 games.
And what's the hurry,
$10
right? I mean,
games.
honestly, you got all these
I'm
other.
like, and I'll be honest, okay? I'm a huge Ghost of Tsushima fan.
Yeah.
But I told my
You can
told my
wait,
friend,
man.
like,
You can wait.
Yeah, and I told my friend, listen, I go to him because he's never played Zelda or Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I go, buddy, listen, Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. If you do the research, these two games are rated 10. Like there's very few games that get a
Masterpiece, man.
score
They're a
of 10.
masterpiece.
I'm like, Yotei might be good, but it ain't gonna be no Tears of the Kingdom.
It ain't no
Breath of the
masterpiece like
Wild
that,
type of
man.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not losing out. Like when I'm playing the game, like I wish you could
No.
feel. I'm telling my buddy, like I wish you could feel. Like I told my buddy, I haven't like when I'm playing Breath of the Wild, I have not experienced a game this good since I did Elden Ring. And if you can like when you find a game that does that for you, it doesn't matter what anybody else tells you about this game. You just want to be playing that game, enjoying.
You know
it
what
every
happened to me
single moment.
yesterday? And this goes with the experience. Like, and you don't know unless you try something, Kemi. Like yesterday, I was
Yeah.
like, I got hooked into Hogwarts, and I never thought I would be like into Hogwarts and Harry Potter. But I got hooked into it because it reminds me of my childhood and this whole thing. You're being introduced to this wizard school,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, this is so nice. So there's so many other games to play, Yeah, I mean, again, of course, I will play
with that-
eventually.
with that-
Eventually, I will play Yotei. I want people to understand that.
Yeah.
But I
You know
can
what?
wait.
That Hogwarts game, I platinumed it when it first came out. Like I bought the
Nice.
physical copy off of a guy for like $50. I platinumed it and I sold it. My friend who plays Ghost of Tsushima, he's never heard of Hogwarts. He's never even seen a Harry Potter
Oh my
movie. I told
God.
him, listen, because he was looking for something different. I said, buy the Hogwarts game when it's on sale. So he bought it on PS Plus. He bought it from PlayStation when it was cheap, and he has a PS5 Pro, so he can play it, at the best possible PlayStation quality, right? And he loved the game. So I seen when you were live streaming it last night and you were playing it, but I was
love
just,
it.
but I was going to bed. I seen you were in the chat with Jose.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we were
what I was gonna
we
say-
were joking
yeah,
about the A. Oh, by the way, the artificial intelligence on Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
6, man, it's going to be scary. Holy
Oh, yeah.
shit! Oh my god!
but I was gonna say like Hogwarts, like right, like I was watching what you were doing, like right now you're still in the school. Once
Yeah.
you leave the school, like once he gets all of his teachings and he leaves the school, it's an open world masterpiece. You get your broom, you can fly anywhere you see. You can
Nice.
fly. You can do that like the combos and the combat that he can do, the magic. He's gonna learn. That game is phenomenal, man. That game is like it's a really good game, and you don't even need to have watched Harry Potter movies. It doesn't even really have anything to do with the Harry
It's
Potter.
just a
movies. So
universe.
it's not- yeah, exactly. It's just a universe, but the character that you're playing with is just a created, random character. But once you leave the school, right? Once you've done all the stuff for the school, and now he actually leaves the school,
Yeah.
and you get to now explore everywhere, and that game is huge. I think it took me like 100 hours to get the platinum.
You see,
in game.
that's the whole point of
It's amazing.
that's the whole point I was making about like the video that I made about people who haven't experienced anything. And I feel bad for them. I really do. I feel sorry for them because they're missing out. Because if you never try anything, you're limiting yourself to what
course, yeah.
to what is life supposed to be. Life is supposed to be about I'm not saying like everything. You will like something, you will not like something. That's normal human reaction. But if you never try anything and you just have this one narrow mind of just like, and you won't even try it, then it's like, what are you doing, Oh, by the way, I have to go eat too. Just thanks for reminding me, Shuki. Kemi,
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna go.
I got my food also. I got my food also.
Yes, dinner. I'm gonna go eat my food. Make some. I made some chicken, white meat chicken with beans and mashed potato with turkey sauce. So, and with some
Nice.
salad.
Sounds
So,
good.
yeah.
Sounds
So
good.
I have to, man. I have to watch my weight. I have to. I'm getting older, man. So, gotta discipline myself. And I'll be back later. We can continue this later, man. If you're around, if you guys in,
Yeah, no problem. If I'm around, yeah.
like
I'm gonna go eat
7:30,
now.
7 o'clock around there somewhere. I'll be around. Give you guys some time to eat and get ready and freshen up a little bit. It's Saturday night. Yeah.
So far, how do you like the Call of Duty game? Or I mean, you've mostly we've been
We've
talking.
been talking.
But,
It's all the same. Feels the same, man. It's just, to me,
Yeah.
Call of Duty is just, what it is? It's the same thing, just robots. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's all the same. You know what it is? It's the same engine, same everything, just robots, futuristic robots. And there's this hot chick that's in there. She's right here. Let me show you the front page. I have her right here.
what do you think about the graphics compared to the beta of Battlefield when you've seen it?
I gotta be honest. Battlefield has a little bit better graphics. Well, I'll be a little bit honest. It's like Battlefield has that like Saving Private Ryan, dirty look, combat, dirty look to it, which I like that, and the shaky camera, so I like that, and it's very chaotic. However, some levels they have that the yellow sepia filter, and some people don't like those filters. But I said that's the whole point. Is that they want you to have that military like filter. Like these movies have certain like military filter. Like you look at Black Hawk Down, you look at like all these
Yeah, I
other
know what you
movies.
mean.
Yeah, so that's what they're trying to do. But we'll play some more of Call of Duty later on, and I'll let you know what I think. We'll check out some other levels. We'll see how it is. We only played on one level, but Call of Duty is all the same to me. It's Call of Duty. Honestly, it's just robots. It's like a DLC. Just add robots in it. Because Call of Duty to me is just like it's just a money maker franchise now. It's just like pumping out these Call of Duties every year. They can get some money, and it's like Fortnite. It's like you look at Roblox. Roblox. It's all about just developers going in there and just charging people money and parents.
Yeah, it's like the
parents money.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like one of those EA football games or those
Yeah.
sports games, right? It's just a slightly a couple players on a new team, but the game is the same thing as it's been the last 5 years.
You know what's funny? Before we go, I did a little research on Roblox. It's amazing how much money people are making on Roblox. Like some mad money, bro. And of
Yeah.
course, parents, they have no choice. Parents have to, buy these games. Not buy these games. The games are free, but the Roblox, Robux, they're like bucks. And my brother was telling me like my nephew and nieces, man, they're just all over the Roblox and they're playing it nonstop, and he has to like constantly just like buy them these Robux, and they're just constantly playing it. But I did a little research, dude. There's over like people are making like hundreds and thousands of dollars, man, each year, just from making these applications. Dude, that's a good living. If you can make $100,000. 100K, 100 grand a year, right? That's a good money.
I'm
man.
happy with that. I'm more than happy with that. In my mind, I'm rich.
Yeah, you're living good. You just update the game and whatever you got to make, and there's all kinds of games you can play in there. They're mainly for 5 and up, for the kids, But they also have some scary games for the adults as well. But that's for the adults. But it's mainly for the kids, right? And dude, there's like But the Roblox company is making, there's got to be billions, bro, a year. Maybe not,
Yeah.
but maybe 100, like let's say 50 million a year or something like that. Maybe more. I don't know. I haven't. Again, I'm speaking out of my ass. I haven't done my research on that. But I'm sure it's in the hundreds of millions. It has to be, because they're pulling in some crazy money from all of these developers, and developers are making 100,000. I was like 100,000 a year, man, dude. And all you gotta do is just update the game, work from home, don't have to work 9 to 5 job. That's right. That's a good living, right there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's Roblox is pretty big. Roblox has always been big, and so is Fortnite. You know, so same thing with the Call of Duty. Like, you know, there's certain games, they're always going to be big no matter what. Like Call of Duty always will be around. You know, Fortnite will always be around. Roblox will always be around, because these are like a huge platforms for multiplayer.
Yeah, they usually make their money. They usually make their
yeah,
money
it's a
with
huge profit.
in-game,
Yeah.
in-game content that they sell.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
so-
These Robux, you know, like a little money, Robux money. You have to, and the parents has to pay for that, like, you know, and parents has no choice. They're like, okay, at least as long as my kid is playing it, I don't have to worry about him screaming and yelling at me and throwing stuff at me. Here, play your Roblox.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, but as far as Call of Duty, it's Call of Duty. You know, it's what it is. It's same Call of Duty that I remember. I mean, if you like tell me the difference between Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7, the only difference I can say it's that there's robots, but you could have put robots as the DLC in a Black Ops 6. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Kemi. Well, I'll be back later. I gotta go eat.
All right. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you as well, brother. Thank you. I'll catch you
Sure.
later. All right. Bye. And before I go, I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to El Barto for $99.99. Thank you for that $100, man. Thank you so much, El Barto, man. You didn't have to, but my God, thank you so much. Brandon, thank you for that $20 donation. I really appreciate it. I know it's, you know, you're tight on money, but man, I really appreciate that. And of course, Shuki, thank you for that $10. I know you're also tight, man, and I know you got a lot of stuff, a lot of responsibilities, but I really appreciate you doing that, man. I appreciate all of you guys becoming members. Kemi, Dominic, Brendan, Alberto, Shuki. Me and Shuki coming up to 14. What is it, like October 14th? Next Tuesday, October 14th, next Tuesday, a 1-year anniversary of him being here. And listen, everybody else out there, I just want to say this, guys, it's not about the money. It's not about, you know, these donations, you know. They do this because they care about me and they want to help me out. It's not about the money. It's really about the best way for you to help this channel grow. It's by supporting this channel. And how do you do that? It's simple, man. Just subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, man. Takes you less than half a second just to click subscribe, and that's it. It doesn't cost you anything to leave a comment. It doesn't cost you anything to share a video. Share the video on your social media. These are all things you can, they're free. It doesn't cost you anything, but it would help me jump on that algorithm. And this is the best way for you guys to help the channel. That is if you care about the channel, you know. And this is the best way to help the channel. So if you can't donate, I understand. If you can't become a member and $2, it's a big problem for you. I understand that as well. But there's other ways you can participate. There's always other ways you can help. I get it. I understand. I know what it's like to be broke. Me myself have been broke. I know what it's like to have zero balance. I know. But what I'm simply saying is there's other ways you can help out this channel. There's other ways you can participate. I've been doing this for 12 years. I've been doing this YouTube channel for 12 years. We're still stuck at 49.2K. I mean, what's going on? 90% of you came to visit the channel and none of you subscribed. If all of you, 90% of you have subscribed, I would be at like a 56,000 subscribers, and that would certainly help. That would put me out there on the algorithm. If you guys would you know, make one of my videos get much higher views, or make several of my videos make higher views, that will catch on the algorithm, you know. But this could happen with your help. But it's really up to you guys. I can't force you to help. It's a free will, okay? Nor am I going to beg anybody to help me. But I'm simply saying, don't try to email me and to tell me how much you care about my channel and this and that, but yet you show nothing for it. You know, so I just don't like phony stuff. I don't like fakeness. Same thing with people whom I know on other platforms, and they say, "Oh, I haven't seen you. What happened to you?" I'm like, "Well, I've been on YouTube. You know, you can't miss me. Honestly, literally, you can't miss me. Been on YouTube every day, so I've been here. Okay, I haven't gone anywhere. So, you know, people just need to be straight up. They need to be frank with me. They need to be direct, and they need to be honest. Honesty is very important to me. Okay, and my rules are very simple. As I said, rules are rules, man. They're there for a reason. Common sense. Use common sense. It's not that difficult. Okay, but also common sense means don't be phony, don't be fake. You don't have to like me, but at the same time, don't try to pretend. Because I can read right through people who try to pretend to like me. Because your actions will speak louder than your fake words. You're trying to tell me how much you care about me. So just be frank, be real, you know. That's it. Again, all of this, common sense, guys. You know, I can be funny, and I try to be funny. I mean, when I started this live stream being funny, if you watch the beginning of this live stream, what's the first thing I did? I was being funny. Shuki came in and he saw me being funny. I like to entertain. But like with everything else, when it comes to jokes, when it comes to comedy, you got to understand what makes comedy comedy, the context of the comedy. What type of comedy are you bringing? Are you bringing a comedy that we all can laugh? Or is your comedy insulting? Or making fun of somebody by insulting them, right? By making some very terrible remarks. That's not funny. That's insulting. So, use common sense. Use common sense. That's all I ask of people. I'm not asking you to, you know, to do anything extraordinary. Just use common sense. All right. So, rules are very simple. Like I said, if you like what I do, you know what to do. You know how to help. Share the channel. Share it out there on your social media, on your Reddit, on God knows how many outlets are out there in social media. There's so many. Okay, spread the word. Let people know who I am, etc., so they can have, so I can get more recognition, so more people learn about my channel, etc., So that way I can catch on that algorithm. Why is the algorithm important to me? Because the algorithm will help me monetize, will help me make money. And the more money I make, the more content I can bring, the more video games I can bring. And I don't have to depend on other people like my regulars paying for it, you know. And it pains me to see that they have to pay for it, you know. But so there is a way you can help. It's not just about donation. It's not just about becoming a member for $2. Participate in the comments, share the video, comment on the video, okay? But again, when you're commenting on there, use common sense as well. You don't write some stupid statements or write something that it's offensive, etc., So this really goes back to what I was saying, common sense, guys. You know, and there is a way for you to help, and you can help for free. It won't cost you anything. Takes you about half a second to subscribe, to click like, and share the video. maybe all of the above, all three of these things. Subscribe, share, like, comment. Take you about maybe 25 seconds of your time. Maybe 25 seconds of your time. Less than a minute. Less than a minute of your time. And it doesn't cost you anything. But that is if you care. If you're truly genuine. So, if you are genuine, you got to show it. Analytics will show it if you're being genuine or not. So, I see the numbers don't lie. The analytics don't lie. Okay? So, I'll be back later. I have to go eat. And I'll be back later. We'll play some more of Call of Duty Black Ops 7. We'll check it out, okay? This Friday, it's Battlefield 6, so don't forget. We'll be playing Battlefield 6 on the PlayStation 5, of course. Because, well, that's where I will be playing once my Xbox Game Pass expires on November 14th. That's where I will be playing. I will be playing on the PlayStation 5. And that's where I will be purchasing Battlefield 6, you know. Of course, for the PlayStation Plus, of course. All right. So that's Friday. Don't forget. Friday. So I'll be back later. I'll see you guys later. All right. Thank you for watching this. And please let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts down below on the comments. But again, when it comes to comments, guys, I don't want to repeat myself like a broken LP vinyl record. Use common sense, guys. You know, I don't mind people having an opinions, but I do mind if you're, you know, writing some very offensive comments. Offensive comments will be filtered, will not see a light of day on my channel. I'm just letting you know. If you have a serious question that you want to ask, like a genuine question, then go ask. But it has to be a genuine question. Don't make any statements. I'm not interested in statements. I'm interested in questions. What is your question? What do you, you know? You can have thoughts about, you know, Game Pass, but I don't like statements. Statements is like you telling everybody this is the way it should be. You can have an opinion, but again, opinions, comments has to be common sense. I don't like the statements because statements are too aggressive. Because statement, it's like this is the way it is, like some kind of a judge hitting the hammer, telling everybody this is it, this is the way it should be. I don't like that. I don't like statements. If you have a question, ask a question. Leave a comment with a question regarding Game Pass and what do I think. Questions regarding what we talked about in terms of Game Pass and prices of you know, Game Pass Ultimate, $30. What is your question regarding that? What are your thoughts regarding that? That's fine. Just don't make any statements. That's all. You know. People say why I don't like statements. Well, which I just have said early, like 25 seconds ago. Statements are as if I know the best, I know what's best, and this is it. This is be all end all. That's what statements are. And I don't like statements. Opinions, fine. Thoughts, fine. What do you think? Sure, fine. As long as you're not making a statement saying something outlandish and outrageous, you know. This all goes back to common sense. And I don't want to be a stickler about the way I run my channel. And nor am I trying to be a stickler. You know, I'm trying to stickler, you know, this channel, oh, you know, it's so strict here. I want to create a good community, guys. I'm trying to create a good community, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do. Create a good community of people here, and I want genuine followers. I want genuine subscribers who genuinely care about my personality and about who I am and how I am. And if you don't like me, that's fine too. I don't expect everybody to like me, you know. There's plenty of other individuals you can find that you can like. But I don't need someone to come in here who doesn't like me but is trying to tell me why they don't like me. Then you're just wasting your time. You know, you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting $2 trying to convince me that I should change. I should be like this. I should believe in what you believe. And you're wasting your time. Okay? So use common sense. All right, guys? And I'll see you in the next video. All right? I'll be back around like 7 o'clock, around there somewhere.